We are back with a brand new edition. Hey, my loves. Welcome to TikTok or YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Funny story before I introduce myself. Hey, I almost did not go live today because I was not feeling well. I was not feeling well this morning. So, but then I realized that I forgot that I posted a video that announced live. So I was like, well, I can't let my people down. So we're just going to have to push through it. Hey, baby gorilla. Hey, Janelle. So we're just going to push through it. All right. But I'm not feeling the best. But I had to make my coffee. Hey, Brittany. And I had to get my water. So there's that. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Jen. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. So I already know that sounds good to you. Go ahead and click that follow button. Also, if you're interested in, good morning, Mina. Good morning, Bevy. Also, if you're interested in having me manifest your SP for you so you can get, out of your own fucking way, I'm good at it. I'm here to help you be good at it too. So if you also want one-on-one coaching by me so that you can get your SP conforming today, enough time has already been wasted. Let's not fake the funk. Okay, then all links are in the bio. I also have a free WhatsApp community. That's also in the bio. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And if you ever miss it, don't worry. They're in the, this way. In the bio on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, all right? All right, hey, Chanel. Hey. I can't read some of these names. Oh, yes, Mina, I got it. I got it, girl. I'm going to be replying to your messages today. Well, my admins probably already know. I was talking to them yesterday, and I had a little too much cocktails in the morning. Or not in the morning, Jesus Christ, in the early evening. But, hey, Joe. But just to, hey, NKD, love you, girl. But just to remind you, okay, let this be your daily notification that it is going to be daylight savings time today. So we are going to fast forward an hour. I kind of like it. My boyfriend doesn't like it, but I like it because I don't like that it gets dark at 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? I feel like your whole day is wasted. Now it gets dark at 8. So consider this your friendly reminder. Hey, Dave. But anyway, let's talk about something. Oh, yes, Patriot, I did. So I will go ahead and send you a text back today. Okay, let's talk about something that I noticed. A lot of you guys are not, I think you guys are forgetting that everyone has their own assumptions, okay? So you can't be listening to their ass. I don't know why you were removed. Wait, is that Kenza? I'm not sure. Hey, bestie. Terry, hey, girlfriend. Okay, yes, I'm having words with Daniel. I am, actually, AJ. But I think you guys forget that everyone has their own assumptions, okay? And so this is why I tell you, you cannot listen to the words that come out of their fucking mouth. You can't listen to it. You got to shove that shit aside and ignore what they're saying. Because a lot of times what they're saying is tainting your assumptions of that person, okay? Because they have their own realities. I think you're all forgetting that, okay? So they have their own assumptions and they're creating their own, let's say that they're talking, because this seems to be a big issue a lot of you guys deal with, and I get it, is that they will tell you about their past relationships. They'll tell you about their life, like things they're going through. And so now what do? Now that's tainting your assumptions of them. So now what you end up doing is blaming them for fucking everything. Okay? You end up blaming them for everything. Where you're not blaming them, you'll justify their behavior based on what they told you. Okay? So you'll be like, well, they said that they have trust issues because of their past relationships. Of course, because they created that. Okay? So now instead, it's changing your assumptions of them. It's getting in your fucking head because of what they said. So when they do, what is going on here? It's very windy here, guys. I can't handle it. I can't handle it at all. I'm like 125 pounds and 5'2", so it almost blew me away today. Seriously. It helped me walk. Where I'm just like, you know, felt like somebody was pushing my ass and it was the wind. So anyway, I digress. Okay, so that's where a lot of you guys have a problem, is that you guys will say, well, they said this, they said that. Yeah, okay. So what does that have to do with your relationship? That doesn't have anything to do with your relationship, but it does now, because you're allowing it to create an assumption in you about your SP based on their history, based on what they're going through in their life. And so what does that do? That creates a whole nother fucking mess, because now you're justifying behavior and they're proving you right every time, right? You'll be like, well, they have mental health issues. Okay. So you're going to justify all of their behavior based on mental health issues? And of course, you'll be like, well, they said that. Of course, because that's what they told you that one time. And so now everything that they do, you're citing to mental health issues. Oh, they didn't come see me because they have mental health issues. They got to work on themselves. Okay. So now that's assumption that you're creating. That's a justification that you're giving them. So now what do? Confirm, 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 confirm. That's all they do, is now they're just simply confirm. What the fuck happened here? Okay, now they're just confirming what you're saying, okay, over and over and over again. You're like, see, I told you, that's what they just said. See, they just said it again. Of course they did, because that's what you're justifying over and over and over in your head, like a goddamn broken record, that they've got these issues because they said it once. And now they have to say it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And guess what? They're now, before you know it, they're working on the fucking self. How long does it take to work on yourself? Well, for some of you guys, it's been a year, 2 years they're working on themselves, because that's what you keep saying to yourself. Well, he said he needs a break because he needs to work on himself. The fuck are you talking about? Okay, well, let me help you out. Let me help you work on yourself. How about that? Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and, in my mind, push you right along. But no, that's not what you guys do. Instead, you guys give them all the fucking time in the world to work on themselves, and you keep telling yourself that they're working on themselves, therefore they have to continue to work on themselves, and it'll take them a whole fucking decade. And then they're still working on themselves. They have mental health issues. Okay, so they told you that, so now you justify everything they do based on their mental health issues, or, hey Janet, or everything they don't do over and over and over again, and then what happens? Well, now they continue to have mental health issues. You're not doing them. You guys don't understand that you're not doing them any favors. Okay? You're hurting them, and you're hurting yourself, and you're hurting your whole ass relationship, because how are you doing them a favor? By holding on to their mental health issues and amplifying that shit and focusing on it over and over and over again. I don't know, Kenza. I removed you from the group. I removed you from the community. Okay? So go ahead and send me a texty and say it's Kenza, and then we'll have a little chatty chat, okay? And because, you know, I'm open and honest with you, bitch, okay? So I removed you because I want you to message me so we can have a chat. And then I have no problem letting you back in, okay? But you have to, we have to have a chat first, okay? There's nothing wrong, okay? Nothing wrong at all. But we have to have a little chat first, okay? Okay. So let's see, what did somebody say here? But a coach said, oh, here we go. But a coach said that they have their own conditioning. Is that true? Yes, they do. But so this is very true for their realities, right? Everyone has their own reality. Everyone has their own assumptions. Okay. So basically they had a part in their life. See, this is where the medical society doesn't help your ass out. Okay. Because it's like you are having a down day. You're going through something. So what do? You go see a therapist, right? Or you go to the doctor, and then what happens? What happens? Oh, Brittany, you're welcome, bitch. Now they're like, oh, you have mental health problems. That's exactly what it is. So now they're identifying, they take their word for it, and now they're identifying with depression, anxiety, mental health issues, because that's what the medical professionals say. So they're creating that assumption. However, they're also in your reality. It's very true for them in their reality because they're keeping it true for them. Okay, but in your reality, you can recreate them, and it changes their reality. It changes their life. Okay, thanks, Kimmy Fines, girl. So that's what I think. Okay, Kenza, got it, bitch. Okay, so I think that's what you guys are forgetting. If you guys would tell a different story, like mental health, what? No, actually, they're totally fine. They're actually thriving, and they're happier than they've ever been before. Well, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to start changing. Their mental health is no longer in existence to them. They're going to start changing for the better. Right? Same with depression, or same with they need to work on themselves. I don't even know what the fuck that means. What do you mean you need to work on yourself? Everyone needs to technically work on themselves, but let me help you along. No, he's totally fine. He's completely healed from his past. Like, his past does not affect his relationship with me, right? All of that stuff, because now he's no longer identifying with his past. It's no longer affecting your relationship, and you all can be fucking happy, you can live happily ever after. If you change what you're telling yourself in your reality, it must push out into theirs, okay? And I think that's what a lot of you forget, okay? So it's like, that's where I say, none of you guys should be accepting anything they fucking say. Nothing. Even though it's true for them. It may very well be true for them, but it doesn't fucking matter because they're in your reality, okay? So you change your assumption of them in your reality, it pushes into theirs. Because they have to conform, okay? So you're not doing any bad work. You're actually helping their ass, you know? Because it's like, let me help you work on yourself then. Yeah, you're absolutely thriving. Absolutely thriving. Some crazy SP success. Well, we had two yesterday. Somebody came in, did my 3-day challenge. She was only on day 1, and her SP started following her on social media in 1 day. I've taken somebody from no contact to fully back in a relationship with their SP in 4 days. Somebody popped in yesterday, Carl, popped in yesterday on the live. I was wondering where he's been. And I had a coaching call with him, and in 3 weeks, and he was in no contact for a year with his SP. And in 3 weeks, he had a great night with his SP. Okay. Also, I've taken somebody who in December was literally told by her SP, like, she tried to force her 3D, and he told her, there's never going to be a you and I anymore. Get over it. And within 2 weeks of our coaching call, within 2 weeks, they're now living together. So there's like all kinds of success stories. If you go into the success stories page in our community in WhatsApp, you'll see them all there. They get a lot of people are getting a shit ton of movement. Okay. Well, I've been manifesting for people for a couple days now, and one of them just got a text 2 days into it. Okay. So there's a lot of movement that's transpiring. There's a lot of, and then of course my success story, of course, is probably the craziest one, but it happened in 4 weeks for me, right? Where we went from no contact to fully living with each other in 4 weeks. And I had all the circumstances. I had all the fucking circumstances, but none of that mattered. None of that mattered. Right? And so you guys have to this is where assigning meaning is very important to everything, is you should only give the meaning that you want. Okay. And this is where you affirm. Okay. You affirm to keep your thought. The affirmations are not what's working. It's designed to keep, well, I mean, they are working because it's designed to keep your thoughts in check, right? It's just your thoughts that's what's manifesting, because it's thank you, Karocha. I appreciate that. And that's like a lot of things. People will come in my lives and be like, it's this, like, everything's changed. Because the difference between me and everybody else is that I need you to understand what caused the breakup. If I can get you to understand what caused the breakup, which if you're on my lives and you know you caused the breakup, right? No one ever tells you that shit. They tell you how to fix things. They tell you how to do all that, but logically it doesn't make any sense if you don't understand what caused the breakup, because then you can evolve, right? This is the problem with law of attraction. This is the problem with a lot of law of assumption coaches, is that they will teach you techniques, but they don't tell you, one, why they fucking work. We'll just start with the obvious, right? They don't tell you, one, why they work, and two, what creates everything, right? And so for here, what I teach you guys is, one, you cause the fucking breakup so you can cause the makeup. So there's that part, okay? And then two is that you can start to finally understand that we're not doing this for your fucking SP, right? We're not doing this for your SP. We're doing this for you. Okay, for you to evolve, to have better relationships all around, for you to have more connection all around, for you to up-level yourself, to be a better partner, right? Because everything in your life is patterns. So if you look at your past relationships, they've all ended the same. But like I told you, there's only one person they all have in common, and that's you. So you can sit there and blame your exes all day long till you're blue in the fucking face, but there's only one thing they all have in common, and that's your fucking ass. So if you don't understand that and you literally try to, and you literally change that, well, then guess what? Then everything else changes. Okay? Thanks, Terry girl. Okay? Because that's what happens, right? But you guys view all these fucking things. Who called manifestation a scam? Click off their fucking videos. They're fucking stupid. Yeah, like why elevate your self-concept only for your SP? That's fucking stupid. That's so stupid, right? It doesn't make any sense. So you don't have to block Brahma. Brahma's okay. Brahma's okay. He's in here every day. But you guys need to stop listening to fucking bullshit on the internet. Like seriously, you need to stop. So, oh yeah. So let's address what was discussed in our group yesterday, okay? Which I meant to go in and leave a voice note and I fucking forgot. I forgot. But I made a comment in the group that said, I think it said stop now is literally what it said. And I meant to actually elaborate. Okay. But I forgot. Because like I said, I had a couple cocktails. Okay. And I was talking to my mods and, or my admins, and they were, discussing what was being said in the group, you know, and I was like, no, hold the fuck on. Okay. Because I don't want, this group is not designed to get you stuck in fucking technique. That's not what this is for. Okay. I'm not going to have people come in and say, yeah, in the WhatsApp group, I'm not going to have people come in and be like, this is what's working for me, but it's not working for you. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? It's different if you're going to sit there and say, this is what, you know, I'm getting movement and this is what's working for me. That's different. But you can't be like, saw this on a YouTube video, so you should totally do this. It's working. But then you're like, are you in contact with your SP? Well, no. Huh? Then what are you talking about? No, I'm not going to do that to you guys. I don't teach technique. You need to have theta waves. Yeah, there's only one person that I know that promotes theta waves. And don't listen to that person. Because they, again, don't have their SP. They're not even talking to their SP. So where in the fuck you think theta waves is going to change your life is fucking stupid. They're called theta waves. It's like a sound. It's a sound, if you will. Okay. I don't get into that shit. Cause I don't think that, cause I don't want you guys to create assumptions in yourself that don't benefit you. Okay. So if you're over here telling yourself that you need this, that, then what are you doing? I tell you guys, which is why I said stop, right? I was like, stop now, because you guys are over here like, oh, theta waves. Oh, I got to do that shit too. Oh, they said do this. Oh, I got to do that shit too. So unless you hear from my fucking voice, or you hear from somebody who's gotten movement, significant movement, or you hear it from Chanel, because Chanel is going to be helping with text support, because she's actually manifested her SP back. Okay. So unless you hear from us or any of my admins, don't fucking listen. Because what are you doing? You're telling your subconscious mind that nothing is fucking, thanks Awaken. You're telling your subconscious mind that nothing is working. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Oh, I got to try this because nothing's working. You can't do that because theta waves. Because you can't do that because it doesn't help you. It does not help you at all to do that. Okay, it hurts you and it hurts your manifestation to sit there and tell yourself subconsciously. You may not actually be telling yourself verbally. Oh, of course he's conforming, bitch. This is so fun. This is so fun. That's why I help. That's why I help you guys. That's why I decided to say, you know what? No, it's not her, Brahma. It's a guy. But that's where I tell you guys, that's why I'm like, you know, I'm fucking tired of dealing with some bullshit. And a lot of you guys have a lot of resistance, which is, it's totally fine, but I have no resistance to your SP. So therefore, he conforms quickly because I don't give a shit. I say that in a loving way. It's not that I don't give a shit about you and getting your SP, but I don't care what, he means nothing to me. I have no backstory with him. I have no opinion about him. Nothing. So therefore, they confirm quickly because I tell their ass what to fucking do. And I keep it pushing. I don't overthink it. I don't do any of that. I don't have to. So that's why it works fast. So that's right, baby. That's right, Lisa. And let me tell you, Lisa had a lot of resistance, and she knows that, you know, but she was like, I know this. So let me just go ahead and have Jen take care of it. She's gotten a lot further. A lot faster. So, you know, exactly, Joe. So, you know, it's things like that. Okay. You have to just be in the knowing. Like, you just have to know. If you look at your life, right, there's a lot of things that you guys have done and accomplished in your life because you just knew. You know what I'm saying? I love you too, girl. You know, because you just knew. And it's those things that just, that manifest, right? Which is why I know there's a lot of resistance when it comes to your SP, which is why I'm never going to fucking tell your I said stupid ass, Jesus Christ. I'm never going to tell your ass to live in the end. That's fucking stupid. That's stupid. I'm not going to tell your ass to live in the end. Okay. Lisa doesn't manifest for people. I do. I'm manifesting for Lisa. Hey, CC bestie. Okay. So, because living in the end, there's a lot of resistance. So how the fuck are you going to live in the end of marriage when you're not even talking to your SP? That's stupid advice. That's trash advice. It doesn't work because there's a lot of resistance already. You guys have a lot of resistance to a goddamn text message. How are you supposed to live in the end of marriage? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? I hate cursive ass writing. I can't read names. The link is in my bio for me to manifest for you. I'm good at it. Okay? Yes, you will. Yes, you will, bitch. Let's get your SP. Okay, so it's things. Oh, Lenore. It's in the link is in my bio, bitch. Stop writing cursive in your names. God damn it. I can see it. But that's where the resistance lowers. This is what speeds up your manifestation, right? When you literally spaz. Listen, bitch. What are you talking about? You have to understand, this is why you have to ignore the 3D. This is why you have to ignore the 3D, because you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. So your job is not to question a goddamn thing. Excuse me. Because what's happening is this, okay? What's happening is this, is you're going, yeah, Spaz, you're about to wind your ass up in jail again, okay? Because here's the thing, what you guys have to understand is what your manifestation will unfold naturally. It will unfold perfectly, okay? So sometimes this is why you don't react to the 3D, because it's based on yesterday's assumptions. So if your 3D is getting worse, one out of two things is happening, okay? Which I picked option number 2 if I were you, Spaz, okay? Is option number 1 is your 3D is reflecting yesterday's assumptions. So why are you reacting today? Clearly, you're very inconsistent in your thoughts and you're wavering a lot, which is why the 3D appears to be getting worse, because you know what that tells me? That you're fucking checking, okay? Because how do you know the 3D is getting worse? That means you're fucking checking, bitch, like an investigator. And guess what happens? You're going to get confirmation of your thoughts, okay? So that's option number 1. Or option number 2, which is what I would select, is saying, no, everything is working out perfectly. Everything works out perfect. It's working out perfectly right now. So what do I need to react for? Because things have to unfold naturally, okay? In a perfect world, you'd hear a helicopter over your fucking house. You'd open your door, and like James Bond, your SP would be flying down the fucking ladder of the helicopter on your porch. But that's not how that works, okay? So whatever has to happen in order to aid in your manifestation will happen, regardless, even if it doesn't look like it's going in your favor, okay? Even if it doesn't look like it's going in your favor, you have to trust the process and be like, no, everything is unfolding perfect. Everything is unfolding perfect. Yasmina, we could talk about it. Depends on what your affirmations are, but no. You just don't have to suffocate and just know that, hey, you know, it's done. It's already done. Like Joe said. She was like, oh no, that man is fucking mine. It's a wrap, dog. That attitude is what manifests. Okay? Because it's quickly. You just have to be like, no, it's all done. But you have to see him as perfect boyfriend. I made an explainer video. It's like 4.5 minutes to tell you how to keep his ass. Okay? Yeah, it can get worse before it gets better. 1,000%. Because it depends on the circumstances. Okay? It depends on your circumstances. So, absolutely, Brittany. 1,000%. 1,000% you're out of no contact. And leverage that. Right? Leverage that. This is why I teach manifesting in fucking steps, okay? Because when you manifest in steps, when the second you break no contact, right? The second no contact ends, it's exciting where you're like, oh shit. Oh, I got this. Okay, cool. It's a lot easier for you to assume that he's going to call and text you. Then he calls you. Now it's a lot easier for you to assume, oh, he's going to call me again. Right? And now, boom, he calls you again. So it's a lot easier for you to assume that eventually he's going to come see you, right? He's definitely going to come see me. That's what speeds everything up, is once you get over the first hurdle, everything moves quickly because you've gotten over that first hurdle. So you've gotten over the significant resistance, which is step one. The resistance is step one. So then every time you get over a hurdle, the resistance lowers. And the expectation rises. The assumption rises, okay? So it's like, because right now you have the assumptions here and the resistance is here. But once you see movement, it starts to switch, which is what speeds every fucking thing up. Everything up. Okay, cool. So switch that around, Lenore. Switch that shit around, okay? It doesn't matter. Persist in, exactly, okay? So again, it has to unfold naturally, so now you're going to have to talk. But what you're going to do, Brittany, is control the conversation here, okay? How that conversation is going to go here. What he's going to say here. How he's going to react here, okay? And discipline yourself, because now when you're talking, you have to learn to shut the fuck up, right? You have to learn to shut up and be like, okay, I'm not going to react. I'm not going to react. No. He says something you don't like, I'm not going to react. He's the perfect boyfriend. He is literally the perfect fucking boyfriend. He's the perfect boyfriend. And he will. And he'll show up and he'll tell you exactly what the fuck you're doing. Exactly what he'll confirm everything. Okay, wait. So you lost one SP here on TikTok. You guys killed me meeting SPs on TikTok. I mean, I guess it's a lot better than a dating app, right? What should I affirm to make me find him here again? Literally, if you just thought about him, or you're like, dude, I totally just found him on TikTok. I totally just found him on TikTok. You'll find him. Or he'll find you. Okay? Why do you want to find him on TikTok, Brahma? Why? Because you want to spy on him? You want to check on him? You want to force a 3D? Is that why you want to find him? I highly advise against that. Bitch, this is not your first fucking day here. So I would highly advise against that. Because if you're going to force a 3D, if you haven't seen the trend, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, which is why you have to stop verbalizing every fucking thing. Like, you don't have to have the last word. You don't have to verbalize shit. For what? For what? When you could do it here. This is the only conversation you should be having in here, because it pushes out here. It's inevitable. It's always pushing out. So if it seems to be getting worse, check your fucking thoughts. You're wavering a lot. You're not seeing the perfect version of your SP. And I'm going to tell you again, I don't know why that's so hard. Spaz, why the fuck is that so hard? Huh? For what? Beautiful, Brittany. Beautiful. Keep going. Okay? Keep going. I told you, Spaz, that if you wind up in jail the first time, fine. First time offender. But if you wind up there again, now you're a second time offender. So now, I have to be the warden and fucking check your ass. Because clearly, you're lacking the discipline. You're lacking the discipline. Okay? And you can't do that. Right, honeymoon. You don't have to react, and you should affirm. You don't have to react in your thoughts. You can react emotionally all day long, but you can't react in your thoughts. And you have to affirm to keep your thoughts in check. I don't say affirm your life away. I mean, I did, because I was impatient. I knew myself, and I needed to keep my thoughts in check. So if you will discipline yourself and keep your thoughts in check, then you just have to flip your thoughts. You don't necessarily have to affirm your life away. But a lot of people lack that discipline, so they prefer to affirm. I don't know, Blodsby. I don't know. That's right, and just knows. Brother said he had a girlfriend. Well, he blew my phone up. Of course. And came over last night. Of course. What girlfriend? Fuck out her trash. Because that's what she is. Fuck out her trash. Nope. Nope, not at all. And who cares what the fuck the brother says? Don't mind his own goddamn business. Can I say he sees me as perfect and he is the perfect SB2? Absolutely. Absolutely. You should. Well, yeah. Here's the thing. He will see you as perfect if you see yourself as perfect. Okay? But you can always tell yourself that. He thinks that I am perfect. He absolutely thinks that I am completely perfect. That I'm his soulmate. If you believe in soulmates. I don't. But if you believe in soulmates and twin flames, then you can leverage that. Leverage that. Right? I was talking to somebody today about spell casting. She said she hired a spellcaster. And I was like, oh. And she's like, the lady's not too quick to respond. She's like, so she called me instead. She said, but what I found interesting was the spellcaster's rules. She said, yeah, she said she's going to cast the spell, but I have to affirm. So what exactly is this spell doing? She said you have to affirm and do something else. Okay, then what the fuck is the spell doing? Ask yourself, logically, does that make any fucking sense? Because if the spell was working, you wouldn't need to affirm and do all the other shit. So ask yourself what's actually working. Is it the spell or is it the affirming? Right? The only time any of that shit ever works is because it isn't the thing that's working. It is your assumption of it that's working. Okay? So if you assume that it works, then it does. If you assume that it doesn't work, well, then it's not going to work. Or you're questioning the shit, well, it's not going to work. Okay? So, and be careful about the testimonies you guys be reading. Be careful. Is it normal to expect a headache when affirming? Marisol, no. I would not say it's normal to have a headache when affirming. But if you find that that's happening to you, then relax. Relax. Or take some ibuprofen. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But relax, right? Affirming is not supposed to be a job. Okay, it's not supposed to be a job. You don't have to affirm your life away for shit. You don't. You just have to persist in the version of your SP that you want and flip your thoughts as they come up. I personally affirm because I don't want to spend the time flipping my thoughts. I'd rather just affirm. It's for me, it's a lot easier than, well, it's not any more work flipping the thoughts, but I don't want to have to do that. So I would just rather affirm. For me, it just works a lot easier for me to do that and to discipline myself, right? Because I understand this is where everything in our relationships has always been based on patterns, right? So it's like, you have to, at some point in your relationship now with your SP, you have to break the fucking pattern. You have to break the pattern. And the only way you're going to do that is by seeing a different version of them, but affirming through certain instances. Okay. So it's like, let's say you're with your SP right now, but but let's say that there was gutter trash. Okay. And so now you're back with your SP, and then he tells you he's going to go out. Affirm while he's going out, because you have to break the pattern. You can't sit there and question what he's doing, right? Like when he comes back, because of history between you two. Because what do they say? History repeats itself. That's because you're not breaking the pattern, okay? So instead it's like, no, I'm going to start taking him at his word. I'm going to start trusting him. Because what's the alternative? For me to continue to question him, to not trust him, and then be shocked that gutter trash comes back, or be shocked that there's new problems? No. So I'm going to choose right now to break that cycle, to do things differently, so that when instances arise based on history between us, I'm not going to react the way I did before, because I prove myself right every fucking time. So I'm done proving myself right about that shit over and over again. So I'm going to prove myself right about something different, something I actually want. Not what I, don't want anymore, right? Because either way, you're going to be right. So do you want these cycles to fucking keep repeating? I certainly don't. Honeymoon. Yes, you do. I told you guys this, you need to remind yourselves this every day, that you're in control of their thoughts 100% of the time. They can only think the thoughts that you assume they're thinking. So you leverage that, right? We're not about here to conform to the law of assumption. No, I teach you how to leverage the law. So it's like, if I control his thoughts 100% of the time, and he can only think the thoughts that I assume he's thinking, what do I want to assume he's thinking that benefit me? Right? That benefits me. Right now, you guys are thinking all the shit that doesn't benefit you, because you're consistently obsessing over no contact. You're obsessing over being blocked, and all of that shit. And so, or you could thinking about him as being an avoidant. And so therefore, that's all he knows. Oh, I'm avoiding her. I want nothing to do with her. I would never talk to her again. Yeah. She's going to stay blocked because I don't want to be with her. That's right now what you're telling them. Because you're controlling, it's driving me nuts. Because you're controlling their thoughts, okay? So if you leverage this and say, okay, so I'm the boss, I control their thoughts, so I'm going to assume right now, and I'm going to tell myself this anytime, I'm going to remind myself of this, and I'm going to tell myself all the time that he thinks about nothing but me. All day, every day. All he can think about is being with me. You should say that. All he can think about is being with me. You don't have to affirm that shit, okay? Not everything has to be an affirmation that you say. Well, every thought you have is an affirmation, but not everything has to be repeated 10,000 times a day, okay? Because you guys will have a long-ass list of affirmations. Instead, it's like, no. Just remind yourself a couple times a day. Literally all he can think about is me. All he can think about is being with me, period. Because that gets passed to his thoughts. Now, all of a sudden, all he can think about is you. All he can think about is your relationship and how perfect you are together. Because that's what you're telling yourself. And it pushes into him because you're controlling his thoughts. So right now, ask yourself, what the fuck do I want to assume he's thinking? I control his thoughts. So what do I want him to think about all day long? I'm going to remind myself of that every single day. I'm going to remind myself of that. I don't need to affirm for it. I'm just going to remind myself that he thinks about, all he can think about is how perfect we are together and how much he fucking misses me and how he's coming back and how much he wants to be with me and only me. And he will get those thoughts. All of a sudden, he will start thinking about you. all of a sudden because think about it this way. If you would tell yourself that shit, if somebody's thinking about you all day, every day, and if all they can think about is how perfect you are together and all they can think about is how much they want to be with you, don't you think they're going to break no contact? Don't you think they're going to message you, want to talk to you, want to fucking see you, want to be with you? Don't you think they're going to do all that shit? Because you're controlling their thoughts and they literally can't stop thinking about you. They literally can't stop thinking about how much they want to fucking be with you. So they're going to do whatever's necessary. I got to call her. I need to talk to her. I need to see how she's doing. I need to reach out to her because Jesus Christ, I can't stop thinking about her. Leverage. You wouldn't have, you guys overcomplicate the shit, but you guys have to have these reminders. Sorry, I get a little nauseated. I told you I'm not feeling very well today. I have to eat. So you're going to eat with me. Okay. Let's see what we got here. And I stopped chasing him. Good honeymoon, you should not be chasing. The more you chase him tells me that he's right here on that pedestal, right? Because you're chasing him. The second you chase him, he pulls back. It's not attractive. It's literally not attractive. My boyfriend told me that a while ago. He told me that a while ago, like verbally, where he was like, well, obviously. He told me that a while ago. He was like, I like to do the chasing. Like, I want to chase you, not the other way around. You know what I mean? And that's true for people. It's something about, there's just something about it where they like to pursue, not be pursued. That's desperate energy, right? So that's why every time you guys obsess over them and chase them by forcing the 3D, they always pull back. They always pull back. But the second you start seeing yourself as the baddest bitch, like I have options, bruh. I have options. You should literally be so blessed that I even want your ass. Because I'm the perfect girlfriend and I have fucking options. The minute you have that attitude and you put yourself on that pedestal, oh, they come after you. They now chase you. They're now reaching out to you. Because there's just something that's a shift in that energy, right? But the guy who, Carl, who, he was in no contact for a year, he worked with her, literally. So even though they didn't speak, they worked together, okay? And so he had to see her every day too, honeymoon. So it's no different. It's no different. But in 3 weeks, that all changed. Because I got him to, and I think a big part of that too was getting him to realize that you assign positive meaning to every fucking thing. So I don't give a shit if she sends out an email that goes out to the entire company. No. Look at her try to get my attention. She sent that email to you, not the company. Right? And so when you start getting good at assigning only the meaning that you want to everything and reminding yourself that my subconscious mind does not have eyes. It only knows what I tell it. So I'm going to start telling it what I want to see, not what I actually see. Therefore, my subconscious mind has no opinion of its own. It just proves me right. That's the only job, is to prove me right, prove me right, prove me right. So what the fuck do I want to be proven right about? Because right now you're being proven right about everything you don't want. About everything you don't fucking want. But what would happen if you reminded yourself that my subconscious mind, it has to prove me right. That's its only job. So what do I want to be proven right about? Oh, I want to be proven right that he's the perfect boyfriend because I don't want to be with an asshole. I don't want old version. I want new. Like, I want to be proven right on the fact that he fucking texts me all day, every day. That he's obsessed with me, that he's constantly spending time with me, that he's taking the lead, that he's initiating that, all of that. That's what I'd want to be proven right about. Instead of, I don't want to be proven right that I'm blocked, ghosted, in no contact, that he's an asshole, that he doesn't want anything to do with me. What's the pleasure? What's the pleasure? I don't understand where this is fucking a hard ass concept to understand that you need to get a grip and say, I'm the fucking boss, so I'm going to take control. I'm going to take control. Because up until now, You've decided to let them take control. Well, how's that been working out? Has shit changed? No. No, this is why you've been in no contact for so long, a lot of you. Is a lot of you have been in no contact for so fucking long because you guys are over there allowing them to decide. But they're deciding based on your thoughts. So the more you keep assuming that the worst in them and keep expecting the worst in them and keep going down memory fucking lane about all the shit they did and keep describing them as an avoidant, well, they can't do anything. That's why I said affirming is not the whole fucking thing, because everybody would have everything they've ever wanted and all they had to do was affirm. Those are facts, right? If everyone just had to affirm, everyone would have everything. Everyone would have everything. But that's not the case. So you have to ask yourself, logically speaking, why is that? Because that's what law of assumption coaches teach you. You just have to affirm. Just affirm. Persist, affirm, 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 affirm. Affirm your fucking life away. Just keep affirming. And some manifestation coaches, some law of assumption coaches will teach you how to recreate your SP, but they don't, but they make it sound, when they make videos like that, they make it sound like if you want to recreate your SP, here's how you can do it. Right? Like it's an option for you. But what they don't tell you is you must recreate your SP. That's not a fucking option. Okay? This is not okay, so mainly I have to affirm, and if I want to, I can recreate them. No. See, that's where they don't tell you that shit. Like, no, that's not an option. Well, you could take a page out of Michael Jackson's book, Notification. And be white, if you want to become white. But you can start telling yourself that you have the most beautiful blue eyes. And you will. That's a total joke, by the way. But back to what I was saying. But that's not what they make it sound like it's an option, but it's not an option. It's a requirement. It is literally, that's how you have to look at it. Like, no, this is a requirement. Because if I don't see him differently, he literally can't do whatever I'm affirming. He literally can't. I see him as an avoidant, so I'm going to affirm contact and him wanting to be with me and constantly coming to see me. But I view him but my inner conversation is he's an avoidant. That's how I see him, because that's who he is today. Okay. So logically speaking, does it make any sense that avoidant people, last time I checked, do exactly that? It says it in the fucking name. They avoid you. So why would they do anything you're affirming? Right? See, they don't tell you that shit. They don't tell you that. It's just affirm. Quantum leap. Just decide. Live in the end. That's what they tell you. Right? Just say with law of attraction, just teaches you technique. I've got 55 million techniques. Because if this one doesn't work, don't worry. I have 25 more that are the same fucking thing. Like manifest a text message. That's a big one in the law of attraction community. But they have like 55 videos on how to fucking manifest a text message. Why do I need 55 techniques to do that? If it worked, I would only need one. But then they wouldn't be able to make content, would they? No, they wouldn't. Okay, so instead they'd rather keep you stuck in this goddamn rabbit hole of, oh, I just need techniques. No, again, none of that shit is realistic advice, because you still don't see them differently. If you don't fucking see your SP differently, this is why nothing works. But they don't fucking tell you that, do they? No, they don't. Because they've never manifested their SP back. Okay? So they don't know that. They know that you can recreate, but they don't tell you that it's mandatory. That's the problem. That's the problem. That it's not an option. Okay? This is why you're not getting your SPs to conform. This is why you're not getting them to do the things that you want them to do. Because you are describing them A lot of you doing it verbally and in here. Very different than you want them to be. You can't do that. That's why I tell you to pay attention to what you're saying out of your mouth. Because you'll be talking about your SP to your bestie, and you're having a whole fucking, and you're describing him like, oh, well, yeah, you know, he's got me blocked, and, you know, he's completely avoidant. Oh, that's an amazing description of him. I'm telling you. Hey, Bloom. Can I get back my husband? But I think he has someone. Okay. First of all, Bloom, if it isn't confirmed that there's gutter trash, then don't assume it. Do not assume it if you assume that there's gutter trash. Okay? Is this guy fucking for real right now? So if you're going to assume that there's gutter trash involved, it's going to backfire on you because you will get confirmation that there's someone else. Okay? No. It's one thing to have the confirmation. It's another thing to assume that there is someone else or to think that there's someone else. If you don't know, break that assumption. Okay? And second of all, of course you can manifest your husband back. You should. You should. It only takes one person to manifest their marriage back. It only takes one. It doesn't take a whole fucking army. And it certainly doesn't take a therapist. I highly advise against that shit. What do you want my opinion on? Brahma, what do you want? I'm just kidding. Veronica, have you learned nothing, bitch? Have you learned nothing? Yes, Godson, my videos are on my YouTube channel. A lot of the content, I haven't recorded content recently for YouTube because I've been so busy with all of you. But I'm gonna bunker down and record content maybe tomorrow. But most of the stuff that I post on TikTok, I elaborate on YouTube. I go into more detail. But that's where I need you guys to help me get my watch hours up. Because I need everybody to know that it's not about affirming for your SP. It's really not. That's only a part of it. It's a part. The biggest part is how you fucking describe them. That's the main part. If you would describe them nicely, they will confirm very quickly to everything you're affirming. But that seems to be a challenge for all of you. That seems to be a real challenge for all of you. Okay, Brahma, what did you say here? So I just affirmed that I found that one SP that I lost today because he doesn't know me. Yes. Yes. The fact they're even talking about it, don't be surprised if it shows up on your For You page. Don't be surprised if all of a sudden he shows up on your For You page. You literally can just think about it. Okay, this is like, and if you really want a biohack, you want a little tip? Your phone is always listening. Your phone is always listening. So, call somebody, mention their name, and be like, I haven't seen him on TikTok lately. Whatever his name is on TikTok, you'll see him on TikTok. Bro, your phone is always listening. Have you ever had a phone? It's creepy. Have you ever had a phone conversation with somebody and then all of a sudden you're scrolling on Instagram and you see an ad for exactly what the fuck you were talking about? Literally, you'll see an ad. Like you could be talking about a red bandana on the phone to your friend and all of a sudden you'll be scrolling on Instagram and there's an ad for a red bandana. And Google tells you that. Like your phones tell you that. They're always listening. Always. So be careful what you're talking about on your fucking phone. And Veronica, messaging your SP is forcing the 3D. Okay? It's constantly forcing the 3D. Unless you know what they're going to respond, how they're going to respond. If you know how they're going to respond, then that's not forcing the 3D. Okay? I mean, well, it is, but not in a bad way. Because you know they'll respond and you know how they'll respond. But it also depends on what the fuck that message said. If that message was like, oh my God, I miss you so much. I really want to talk to you. Can we meet up? Like, I really just miss you. Well, that's a problem. because that's desperate energy. That's literally desperate energy. You can't do that. You cannot do that. I was upset today. My SP stayed on the phone for 2 hours, 22 minutes, was supported. I need him to come tonight. Okay. So assume he's going to come over to see you tonight. Okay. One, you can ask him, like, hey, can you come over tonight? Right? But know that he's going to say yes. You have to know he's going to say yes. Or just look at his picture and be like, you're coming over tonight. You're coming to see me tonight. You're coming over tonight. Okay? That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Because I keep telling you guys, y'all got to stop verbalizing shit. You got to stop verbalizing shit. Because yeah, that's right, BJM, because they are gutter trash. Third party, I don't like the term third parties, because I think third parties imply competition. The fuck? They're not competition, so we call them gutter trash. I literally came up with that name on my life. And I think it works out perfect, because that's what they are. They're trash. And oftentimes when you see gutter trash, it's confirmed that they're fucking trash. They're not even on your level. Oftentimes, they're nowhere near. Most of the time, they're not on your level. It's like a downgrade, right? Clever, you have to show them. Any of you. What would you assume gutter trash would come? How would you assume gutter trash would come? You won't. Okay, Natalie, that depends. That depends. You will get confirmation that gutter trash is gone. Because you're affirming for SP, but you're also affirming for gutter trash to be gone, right? So you will not need to look for confirmation. You will get it. You will get it. Okay? And if you do look, you will still get the confirmation. Like somebody was shooing gutter trash away and noticed that I think it was her profile changed from in a relationship to single. And the post that she had posted that was clearly talking about SP, her SP was taken down. So that was her confirmation, right? For me, I didn't need to seek confirmation. It came to me, right? Like he told me. And, or, it was obvious. Well, obviously, because we're living together. But same with a lot of other people is they've gotten like their SPs will tell them, like, oh yeah, fuck her. Like literally. They'll actually, oftentimes your SP will confirm everything you affirmed for gutter trash to go away. And he'll be like, yeah, I can't stand her. Oh, really? Yeah, she's fucking crazy. Oh, really? But that's the hardest part, is to just be like, oh. When you want to just be like, you know what I'm saying? Oftentimes it's the hardest part is to control the reaction when they start repeating your affirmations back to you. And you're just like, Dade, you want to manifest your SP out of jail quickly. Dude, it's called jailbreak. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But it depends. It depends if he's been sentenced, okay? So if he's already been sentenced, well, a couple things. If he's already been sentenced, you could affirm that they actually just reduced his sentence. Like, oh my God, he's getting out of jail any day now. Like they totally just reduced his sentence, okay? So you can affirm that because sentences get reduced all the fucking time. All the time, right? Or things end up changing. Whatever has to happen for a sentence to be reduced is exactly what will happen, okay? So you can do that. And then The second thing you can do is, if he has not been sentenced, is be like, no, he's actually being released right now. He's being released today. He's literally being released today. The charges have gone away. Like, or he beat the case, whatever it is, right? Whatever the scenario is, you can literally just make that work for you. Like, no, what case? It's been resolved and he's actually coming out. Okay? Okay, I say two parts because I know that you're not always in jail because you've already been sentenced. You know what I'm saying? If you can't make the bail, well, then guess what? The only place you don't want to go to jail, just FYI, is California. Don't go to jail in California. I highly advise against it. Because everything's a fucking charge in California. Everything is a charge in California. And then on top of that, the bail is stupid high. Stupid high. Like for everything. For everything, it's fucking an atrocious amount of money. And you don't get that shit back. But if you go to jail in some other random city or random town, all of a sudden the bail's like $100. I was like, oh shit. Ask me how I know that. I had a very colorful life when I was a juvenile. When I was a juvenile. I had a very colorful life. They were like, your bail, $400. I was like, shit, where do I send that to? Where the fuck do I send that to? You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see what we got here. What do we have here? I even searched for fragrance and perfume because I think he posts things about that. I don't know. Brahma, why don't you just, instead of going and trying to stalk his ass, why don't you just have him come to you? Oh, don't you think that would be easier than you literally trying to stalk his ass? Because that's exactly what you're doing, right? Like, you're killing me, bitch. You're over here like, you searched for fragrance and perfume because he posts things like that. Oh my God. Maybe he blocked your ass. I'm just kidding. I don't want to create that assumption in you. But don't stalk his ass. It's a marketing thing we learned in college. All the terms and favorites with us. Okay, let's see here. Can you give examples of how to build SP self-concept? Ambition Coffee. You want to build SP's self-concept or your self-concept? We'll talk both. If you want to build SP's self-concept, you just have to start looking at him as a very confident-ass man. Like, no, he's extremely confident, right? You don't actually have to build his self-concept. None of you have to even build any self-concept for yourself or for SP. You could just be like, no, he has a great self-concept. In fact, like, he literally is a very confident person, right? Same with you. We don't have to like dissect self-concept. You know, your subconscious mind is not fucking stupid. I think a lot of you forget that. Your subconscious mind is not fucking stupid, so you don't have to sit there and be like, I am always chosen, I am always the priority, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. You don't have to do that. Okay? Because your subconscious mind knows where you're lacking the self-concept, because it's the things that you tell yourself, right? So instead, you have to literally, you could literally just affirm that I have great self-concept. I literally, every day my self-concept grows. I have great self-concept. Like, because here's the thing. I think a lot of you guys make shit up. I'm just going to be honest. I think a lot of you guys just make shit up because you like to shit on yourselves. I don't know why, but I don't think you walk around town and consistently say, I'm never chosen. Do you? I don't think so. You don't sit there and tell yourself, I'm not the priority. I'm never anyone's priority. I fucking suck. Everyone hates me. Do you? I don't think so. So where on earth you guys think that you guys have to have all of these things and self-concept. Well, I don't ever feel chosen. What the frick are you talking about? You've been chosen a shit ton of times in your life. Every job you've ever had, you were chosen, bitch, over hundreds of applicants. You were chosen for every job, because you think, I don't care where you work, you think they don't get a shit ton of applications? They do. I used to do the hiring for a company, and the amount of people that are willing to take beginner entry-level jobs that have bachelor degrees is insane. Okay? To where I was like, damn, you're willing to take, it may seem like a lot of money to you in California at the time. This is like 20 years ago. No, not 20 years ago. Like, about that, almost. It was a long time ago. Like, we'll just say 20 years. Here, people were with bachelor degrees, not one, but 2 bachelor degrees, and all this shit were willing to take a job for $15 an hour. That may seem like a lot where you live, but it's not a lot here. It's not a lot when minimum wage is like 12 at the time, something like that. So it's, because now minimum wage is fucking stupid. I vote against that law, by the way. Don't hate me. I vote against that law every fucking year to increase minimum wage. The fuck, $20 an hour is minimum wage here is 20 an hour. I will vote against that shit all day long because, first of all, if you can't remember, I'm digressing, but if you cannot remember that I said no mayonnaise, because I think this shit is nasty, don't judge me. I think I actually like mayonnaise in like salads and stuff like that. Well, not salads, like, chicken salad, tuna salad, those type of salads. And I like mayonnaise on my sandwich, but I think mayonnaise on a burger is crossing the line. And so if you can't remember that I said no fucking mayonnaise on my burger, I'm going to vote against that law every day. All day, every day. I don't give a shit. On top of that, I think anybody here that's voting for that law clearly doesn't understand that now, the more money they make, now they don't qualify for any government assistance because you make too much money. Now you end up owing taxes because you're in a whole new tax bracket. And now you're being replaced with AI. Because AI never shows up late to work. They don't fucking complain. And they do their job. Because like here, you can't... Here now, I don't think there's a single McDonald's or fast food place that doesn't have the stupid, I hate it, that doesn't have the stupid kiosk that you have to go up and fucking place your own damn order. Why I gotta do all the work? Why do I have to do all the work? You know what I'm saying? There's a grocery store where you gotta bag your own shit too. They're not even bagging. They just scan everything and put it in your cart. You gotta walk on over to a table and bag your own shit. The fuck do I have to do that work for? And you want me to vote for increasing minimum wage just so I have to do more work for free? And it's not like I get a discount on my meal because I had to order it myself. That's my little minimum wage in California rant. So there's that. But back to self-concept is you guys make shit up. Like, you've never been chosen. You've been chosen 50 million times in your entire life. Oh, that's where I was going. For every job you've ever had, you were chosen. You were chosen for schools, for any scholarships you ever had, you were chosen. Every fucking relationship you've ever been in, you were chosen. So what's the problem? If you ever won an award at school, you were chosen. So where's the I'm not chosen come into play? You were all a priority to your SP at one point in time, were you not? Mm-hmm. To every one of your SPs. You were always a priority, right? You're probably a priority in a lot of people's lives too, your friends' lives, all that shit. But yet you are not a priority. That's what you're telling yourself. Like, I need to affirm that I'm always a priority. Huh? When did you ever affirm against that? Okay, like that's the level of stupidity I'm talking about. Literally, that's the level of stupidity I'm talking about. So stop shitting all over yourself. Stop doing that. Stop shitting all over yourself and saying that you've got 55 problems. The only person that's allowed to say that is Jay-Z. He got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. That should be your motto. I ain't got no problems. The fuck? No. Everything in my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. That's what all of you should be affirming. Because who doesn't want a perfect life? Who doesn't want things to always go their way? I know I certainly do. So I used to always say that shit. I'm a master at manifesting. I always get what I want, and I get it when I want it. And everything always goes my way. Everything always works out in my favor. You guys should add on. I don't want to give you another affirmation, but you guys should say, even if it's once or twice a day, that it all worked out even better than I expected. That's a good one. That's a good one. I used to say that. In my rampage, it all worked out even better than I expected. Your subconscious mind knows exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? And you guys forget that. You guys like to act like your subconscious mind is fucking stupid. I have to be very specific to my subconscious. No, you don't. No, you don't. What can I affirm? Proper, correct wording so I can do it correctly. For more time and about a lifestyle of years I don't like, and enablers, and instead be exclusive, committed, and consistent. Oh, that was it. Okay. For more time and about a lifestyle of years I don't like. About life. So, Crimson Fox, we'll start with everything in my life is perfect. Okay? That conquers the first part of this, about a lifestyle of years that you don't like, right? No, everything in my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. Okay, I do like the isn't it wonderful? That's the challenge we're going to start. But I like the isn't it wonderful? That's it. Nothing at the end. Okay, because your subconscious mind is going to take everything that you've ever desired and be like, oh, it is wonderful, right? We don't need to be exclusive to one thing. Okay, so that covers that. And enablers, well, stop viewing people as being enablers. That's not a, that hurts your manifestation. There's nothing you need to affirm for that, but you can just stop viewing people as being enablers, right? Like you're enabling that person. I'm an enabler. I don't give a fuck. And you have to maybe reword this. I'm not understanding where you're going with this. And enablers, and instead be exclusive, committed, and consistent. Oh. I don't know what you mean by that. Like an enabler, isn't that what they are? Because they're enabling behavior, right? They're enabling you. They're taking care of you in a sense, allowing you to do things. I don't fucking know. But you need to say that. Like exclusive implies that you're dating a bunch of fuckboys that like to have like their cake and eat it too, right? Like there's like 15 different bitches. No. So instead, it's like, I'm the only one he desires, right? I'm the only one he desires. Therefore, that's exclusive. Like, he only wants to be with me. Okay. He's loyal, faithful, and committed to me, and only me. That will conquer all of that shit. He is loyal, faithful, and committed to me, and only me. He is constant. If you want consistency, then it depends on what you want him to be consistent about, right? So you would have to be like something about consistency. It depends on what, like if he's not consistent, thanks MKD girl. If he's not consistent in like spending time with you, then you'd be like, no, he's constantly spending time with me. He's constantly spending time with me. See, and that's what a lot of you guys have to remember and pay attention to a lot of your assumptions, okay? Because a lot of the things that you fucking say, you'll literally say something where it'll be like, God, what will you say? I had it right there. It'll come back to me. I feel like I can't move on until I remember what I was going to fucking say, though. Oh, a lot of you guys will say something like let's say you're in contact, right? Or you'll be talking about your previous relationship with your SP. And you guys will say like, Yeah, well, he's always making plans and never follows through with them. Okay, you need to change that shit, right? I helped my client change that. And guess what? He says he's coming over. And because he said that, he goes, I'm going to come see you tonight. And so she found herself, but she caught herself, right? And she found herself saying, she was like, okay, yeah, he's coming over tonight. He always follows through on his commitments to me, right? But then she didn't hear from him for a little bit. And then she flipped the thought because she was like, is he actually going to come over? Like he said. And then she's like, no, he's coming to see me tonight. He is. Sure enough, what did he do? Shortly after that, called her. He says, hey, I'm going to take a shower. I'll be on my way over. Right? So now he's following through on his commitments to her. He's making plans and he sticks with them. See, that's the thing that you guys have to look at is all of these things in recreating your SP. It's you guys, a lot of times, I don't honestly think a lot of you know what the fuck you want. Because sometimes that question is very difficult for you. Where I'll be like, describe him. You'll be like, he's amazing. I'm like, oh, well, that's a very brief fucking description of him, you know, or you'll have to think about it, you know, and for me, that's like, what? No, we need to get good on what the fuck you think about. And once and for all, and all for one. I just watched The Musketeers. For gutter trash, is it better to not think about it? Well, Federica, I only give realistic advice, okay? I don't like people that say just ignore it. How the fuck can you ignore it? It's cool to ignore something that you don't know exists, right? But if you know gutter trash exists, how the fuck do you just ignore it? Like, I find that very difficult. I found that very difficult. To just be like, nope, I'm never going to think about it. I am never going to think about it. That's not realistic advice. So because of that, I would never tell you that. Instead, I affirm against it. I changed my assumption. It is windy. I changed my assumption of gutter trash, again, to benefit you, right? What do you want to assume to be true about this person? And then I affirmed against gutter trash. Bye. Because I don't have time to waste. Okay? So unless you have and you know yourself, so you be able to answer this question, because unless you're just this master ass bitch that it's out of the awareness, just out of the awareness, then I say affirm against it. Because anytime you think of her, if you don't affirm against it or you don't flip that, then she's not going a goddamn place. You know what I'm saying? She's not going anywhere. I had to I wanted to jump through the fucking phone yesterday on my coaching call and wring this chick's neck because she swore she was doing everything right. She swore she was doing everything fucking right. And she was like, nope, I'm not wavering. I've been affirming her away. And I'm doing everything right. And I said, okay, well, why the fuck has she been in the reality for it was 5 years? Huh? Whoa, I got a new violation. What are they talking about? It's being flagged for violent behaviors and criminal activities. What are they fucking talking about? Can you guys flag a live? I don't know if you can flag. Can you guys actually report a live? Violent behaviors, criminal activities. What are they talking about? Oh, that might be. But I said that shit a long ass time ago. And that ain't a violent activity. The gutter trash had been there for like 5 or 6 years, some stupid amount of time. I said, you've been doing what? Then there's no way. There's absolutely no way. But she was insistent. She was absolutely insistent. I said, no, I'm going to call bullshit all day. I'm going to call bullshit. I said, because somewhere you have an assumption about her that's keeping her right there, because he would repeat her affirmations back to her about the gutter trash. I said, then why is she still there? Ask yourself that. She's like, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. I said, that's my point. If they're saying the things that you are affirming, but yet they're not doing the things that would make sense, that's because in here, something is wrong. And so I told her, I said, you need to look at what you assume to be true. And we realized, I told her, I said, here's the problem. Because I'm very good at pointing out the problem so that you can get your shit right. Okay. The problem was this. She saw herself and gutter trash on equal playing field. Competition. So as long as you view yourself and gutter trash as competition, as in you're in competition for the same person, well, that keeps her right fucking there. That keeps her right there. So, no, gutter trash is never competition to you. Let that be a lesson. Insert lesson here. Gutter trash is never in competition with you. At all. You have to see them. That's why we call them gutter trash. You have to see them as less than. 100% less than. Because therefore, they will go away quickly. But if you see them as a threat, as the thing standing in between you and your SP, she ain't going a goddamn place. It doesn't matter how much you affirm. Okay? You have to see them as not a threat, not competition, and not an obstacle. Okay? If you see them as an obstacle, you're keeping them right there. Doesn't matter how much you affirm. Okay? So, no obstacle. Nothing stands between. Except that was the mentality I had. Nothing stands between me and my man. Nothing and no one. So there we go. So then she went away real fast. Same with you. That's all you have to do. Coup, I don't know what you want examples of. So elaborate, my friend. Elaborate. You know what? Because people are haters out there, Jenna. People are haters. It always tells you, but they don't realize that it just tells you you're doing things right. That's all it tells you. That's what it tells me. Is obviously I'm doing something that triggers people. Like, the right thing, the ethical thing of integrity, helping people, that triggers some people. People would rather be miserable and try to bring you to their level. Nah, not me. I'm not the one. And that's what people don't realize. I'm not the one. So go away. If you want to spend your time and effort on me, I have better things to do though. So that's where I laugh when people will come in and feel like they need to give me their opinion about my attitude. Okay, I don't give a shit. And I've never cared about going into somebody else's stuff and then feeling like I need to comment against it. For what? If I don't agree, I just scroll to the next. Oh, that's trash advice. Scroll to the next. I'm not going to sit there and fucking go and comment on their shit and be like, actually, that doesn't make any sense. That's bullshit. Stop teaching trash advice. I don't need to do that because I'm not going to waste my energy. I just scroll to the next. But I understand a lot of people don't do that. Clearly. If the person doesn't know us, like a celebrity, for example, do we affirm that? We connect with them. Mar, yes and no. It depends. Yeah, first of all, celebrity you need to see as being less than. Like a total normal person. Like he works at Walmart. That's how you need to see him. Okay? Completely normal. You cannot that's the problem with celebrities, is most people, they're called fans, put them up here. They're on the pedestal. You can't do that. You have to be on that pedestal, the one that's being chased by SP. Okay? I don't give a fuck if he's a celebrity. You can't see him as that. You have to see him as completely an everyday average Joe. Okay. Because if you look at celebrities, most celebrities are married to normal people, right? Most celebrities are married to somebody you've never even heard of. Yeah, of course, because they're normal ass people. But why? Why are they married to them? Because they're constantly in the limelight, right? Like paparazzi are everywhere. They have no personal time. They have no personal space. Like every time they go out to eat, people are taking pictures of them, right? People come up. They don't give a shit. Like you could be literally with your family at a restaurant and people are coming up like, can I get your autograph? You know, which is why they have bodyguards, okay? Because people are constantly wanting from them something, right? Autograph, picture, whatever. And so when you come from an opposing side, a normal side, and treat them like you don't even know who the fuck they are, right? I use the same guy every time. So like, let's say it's Brad Pitt. You literally have to act like you have never seen a movie of his. Like, who the fuck are you, right? Because they crave normal. That's what they want. They want somebody who's going to treat them like an average Joe that they can have some kind of normalcy with. Somebody who's not, because the second you sit there, like let's say you're manifesting him and he contacts you today. Or he follows you. The minute you slide into that man's DMs and you're like, oh my God, I have been such a big fan of your movies. Nope. Because you've just put yourself in that fan box. Well, they don't date fans. They don't date fans. They date people that could care less of who they are, could care less of what they have, right? Because they're so used to people wanting from them all the time. Want. Versus somebody who's like, actually, let me buy you dinner. They're not used to that. They're not used to that at all. So therefore, that right there puts you on equal playing ground, baby. Yeah, I told you there's a guy who's a Hall of Fame kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I met him at an Applebee's. And I offered to buy him dinner. Or lunch, it was lunch. We were getting ready to go to the airport. And I had seen him speak at an event I was at. And so I knew this. And so I was at Applebee's. I didn't know he was at Applebee's, but I was at Applebee's and he was sitting there by himself. And so I just came up and I had some kind of conversation with him. And so before I know it, this man is like dragging he recognized me. He's dragging our luggage. He's like, come sit, have lunch with me. So we were having lunch and I was like, let me buy your lunch. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, let me buy your lunch. Well, now every time this man comes to town, he has a crush on me. He's always inviting me to red carpet events in LA. He's always, and he like has his brother, ironically enough, his brother lives in the same city I do. And yeah, and we were in Vegas when this happened, but he calls me every time he's in town. Every time he's in town, he calls me or sends me a message on Facebook every single time. I just don't go, but I'm flattered. I am flattered. Actually, he's the reason why I got a new car. Because I was single at the time. And I was like, I'm the type of person that does not upgrade. I don't give a crap. It's not a money thing. I don't upgrade my car unless it dies. Okay? That's just me. And so, but then I started hanging around with people that are like of higher status, if you will, right? I have a lot of people who are in the limelight as friends, and then I have this guy and I'm like, what do I look like rolling up to see these people in my fucking Honda Accord that looks like it's, 10 years old. I might want to upgrade my shit. So that's what I did. How fucking stupid is that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you affirm, you can look at his picture and tell his ass what to do. You can literally affirm that, like, whoever it is, let's just say whoever it is. Let's just say Brad Pitt. Like, Brad Pitt, he's obsessed with me. He's literally obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. Whether that means he has to, like literally, you don't understand how manifestation works. Whether that means that all of a sudden he's like, because what's going to happen is because it unfolds naturally, right? So this man is scrolling on Instagram and guess what he sees? Your profile on his For You page, right? All of a sudden your profile comes up and he's like, something about her, right? Because it's his thoughts. So like, it's like a deja vu moment. He'll just like, God, I feel like I know her. Now he's creeping your profile. Now he's following you. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Okay, because it's just like where somehow he'll just feel a connection to you, even though there's not an actual connection. But it's all you. It's all you. And his thoughts become your thoughts. Your thoughts become his thoughts, excuse me. I don't even know who the fuck. Oh, I do know who that is. I'm really bad with celebrities. People will be like, he's kind of a big deal. And I'm like, ooh, I'm dying to know who the fuck is it. And then they'll say his name. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I was like, man, I was looking for, yeah, no, I got it. Take me to church. That's all I know. Literally all I know. But a lot of times they will say like the person's name and I'm like, because I literally get all excited. I'm like, what celebrity are we manifesting? But then they say the name. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I thought it was going to be like Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? I just pull random people. Fuck, I'm old. Jesus, I'm not old. I've never lived a day over 20. Me and SP's brother have been talking and we're good friends. He talks about me to my SP and his family. Good, Ren, good. So leverage that. Leverage that. That he literally cannot stop talking about you to my SP. In fact, every day he convinces my SP to beg for me to take him back. The friend don't fucking tell his ass that in here. About SP's brother. Thanks, CC girl. In there, and he will conform. Good. So leverage the family and friends. Since they all know about you, that's amazing. Now they can't fucking stop talking about you, and all they can do is talk about how perfect you are together. That's all they can talk about is how perfect you are together. Bro, I'm not going to answer that stupid ass question. That is the dumbest question ever. Should I, thanks MKD girl. Should I stop calling him the lost SP? Won't I get more than that? More of that? Yeah, to both. Did you not hear the stop referring to them as avoidant discussion I had? Okay. Yes, if he's the lost SP, he has to be lost. That's why you can't find him. Do you understand? That is literally why you can't find him. Because you're in a reality, you jump timelines to where he's lost. So it's kind of like, I can't find my keys. Okay? And you tend, like, have you ever seen people, my mom does this she used to do this all the time, it would drive me nuts, where she'd be like this. I can't find my sunglasses. Has anyone seen my sunglasses? I cannot find my sunglasses. I'm like, they're on your fucking head. But when something is lost, it can't be found. Okay? Because you're in the timeline where it's lost. So therefore it doesn't exist now. Instead of like, no, absolutely, I just found his profile. Like, yeah, I totally found his profile. Now you jump back to the timeline where you found his profile and he will appear. It's really easy. It's really easy. And yes, Nene, we'll just call you Sparkles. Yes, Sparkles, I always say it's always about leveraging the law, right? So if everyone is you pushed out in your reality, no, I just fucked up my hair. If everyone is you pushed out in your reality, then we leverage that. And we say, okay, if everyone in my reality must show up based on my assumptions of them, how can I leverage that shit? Okay, you don't have to know them either. You do not have to know them. If you do, even better. because you have no resistance to his friends and family. There's no resistance level there, right? Meaning you don't care one way or another about him. Like if they were to leave and stop talking to you tomorrow, you really don't give a shit, right? So because of that, you leverage, because they conform quickly because you have no resistance to them. So therefore, that's where you leverage and you say, oh, everyone, like let's say you guys work together too. It's like everyone at our company cannot stop talking about me to my SP. They literally can't stop talking about how perfect we are together. Mm-hmm. And they will. All of a sudden they're going to start talking about you, right? And same with, his friends. Same with your SP's friends. Yeah, they absolutely love me. Like, especially if you don't think that they like you, that's a problem. So instead of be like, no, actually his friends love me. They cannot stop talking about me to my SP. In fact, they're always talking about how perfect we are together. Or they're always talking about how perfect we are together and how he needs to beg to take me back. Whatever you want them to do, they will play their part. They will all play their part. If you have children with your SP, leverage the children. Again, all this shit is done here, guys, okay? Don't actually talk to your children about it. That's weird. But unless they're into manifestation, then I say leverage your children verbally. But for children, if you have children in your marriage, or in you and your SP have children together, then leverage the children. They cannot, especially if there's gutter trash, it's even funner, is they cannot stop talking about me to their dad, to their mom. They literally talk about me all the time. I'm all they ever talk about. And they are like, literally, all they can talk about is how we need to get back together. How she needs to take me back. Yeah, they will. They'll start talking about you. Especially since you're very connected energetically to your children. Oh, I have to do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe. I won't commit. But it'll be either tomorrow or Monday. If you're in my WhatsApp community, I'm going to help your asses out. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to help you break no contact. Yeah, there's actually a technique that I did. I remembered it too. It is a visualization technique, actually. It's the only thing I can visualize, which is weird. But I actually did it. It's a very short, simple technique. But I did this with my ex. I did this with my ex, who I wasn't manifesting him back. This is way before I even knew about this whole thing. But I had learned the technique. And they're like, people from your past, right? Cut the energy. So I was like, okay. So I just chose my SP from 10. We hadn't talked in 8 years. Unfortunately, I'd had the same phone number for the past 25 years. T-Mobile lives to remind me of that every time I call them. So I did this. I hadn't talked to him in 8 years. And within 72 hours, ring-a-ding-ding, hello? Hey, I was just thinking about you. Yeah. I'm gonna help your ass out. And maybe, just maybe, we'll do it on one of my lives. Maybe I'll do that with you guys tomorrow on my live. I don't know if I'm going live tomorrow, by the way, because you guys know Sundays I have to go live I go live at my pool. And if it's fucking windy like this shit, nah. It's not gonna be the vibe. Okay? But we'll see. We'll see. I will not commit to tomorrow yet. But maybe I will do this exercise with you guys here. That's right. That's a good idea, Snappy Times. It's a really good ass idea. Shit. Why didn't I think of that? It's not going to be windy tomorrow. It's literally not going to be windy tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I'll do. I think I am going to do it with you guys. Maybe like on Monday's live. I'll do it with you guys here live, so you guys can do it. We could do it together. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I'll tell you guys how to do it. But then you guys will have and then I will make a video for probably YouTube. Well, let's not lie. I'll make it for YouTube and TikTok. And then you guys can save that and do it, because you guys should do this with every fucking body, to be quite honest. But do it with your SPs and watch what happens. Watch what happens. I'm telling you, if I can literally have some guy contact me, if I can have some guy contact me, I hadn't talked to in 8 fucking years. And I wasn't even affirming for him. Nothing. I wasn't doing shit. I just did this one technique, and literally within 72 hours, he calls me. Mm-hmm. So you guys are, so this should work a lot faster for you guys. Oh, this is exciting. I will remember, because we're about to do the photo method right now. So I'm going to have to, I will write that shit down so I don't fucking forget. I'm manifesting to get money to pay hospital bill for my dad. Oh, Edith. Okay, let's do 2 things, okay? Let's do 2 different ones. This is what I would recommend, okay? Is whatever, based upon however much money you want, right? You tell yourself that. Like, I have 20 grand in the bank right now. I literally have 20 grand. I'm rich as fuck. I have 20 grand in the bank right now. Money comes to me from everywhere. Or money just comes to me out of nowhere, right? Every single day. And so that's money affirmations. However, let's also affirm for your dad's, I want you to also affirm for your dad's hospital bill to be taken care of, right? Like, no, the hospital bill's already been taken care of. It's completely been taken care of. Yeah, that's already been paid. Hospital bill's already been paid. It's been taken care of. Or you can say it's gone away. I would just say it's been taken care of, because whatever has to happen for that to become true is going to happen. Whether that means you get the money to pay it off, or they fucking lose the bill. That's happened several times. Okay, or they just decide to wipe that shit out. That's happened too. Then whatever has to happen for the hospital bill to be taken care of is exactly what's going to happen. And as a bonus, not only will you have the hospital bill taken care of, but now you got 20 grand in your bank. You know what I'm saying? Fucking win-win. Win-win scenario. Commanded that every sip I take of my water, he commits to me. He just will play. I love that, Amanda. Do you guys see? You guys see? You guys should be doing a placebo affirmation. All of you should do a placebo affirmation. Because why not? You know how much water you fucking sip? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many times you breathe a day? Do you know how many times your heart beats? Do you know how many times you fucking blink a day? Mm-hmm. We need to make the law work for us. Jen, I don't know what to affirm. And now I haven't all day today. Can you let me know what to do next? Yeah, Eleanor, send me a message, bitch. I would have to remember your story. Oh, I love that. Money runs to me. I'd definitely much rather money run to me than me run to money, because you know what? I don't even like running. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I don't run at all. I don't run at all. I'm winded running down the street. Wow. I'm going to manifest. You know what I'm going to manifest? You know what I'm going to manifest? I'm going to manifest not getting violations and restrictions on fucking TikTok. That's what I'm going to manifest. Because it's fucking stupid. I'm not even yelling at you guys, which is which is always what kills me with these violations. When I go in bitch mode to you guys, I'm good. But then what do I get? A violation for bullying and harassment. First of all, I'm going to tell you a million times, I don't understand how I bully or harass anybody. It's my life. Okay? Like, you're choosing to be here. Duh. And then second of all, what part of what I'm talking about right now in the most calm tone is bullying and harassing? But when I bitch at you, that's not considered that. Which is why I'm convinced someone's fucking doing it. Because it's stupid. Okay, what are we doing? Are you going to do the WhatsApp affirmation workshop again tonight? I missed it yesterday. Sure. Sure. Absolutely. I like how you called it a WhatsApp affirmation workshop. I love you, Doodles. Yes, I will do the affirmation workshop in the WhatsApp community tonight. It's fight night. Apparently, it's fight night. UFC. And so I will do that. Oh, good. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out, Carl. My favorite guy, other than James. Don't tell James. Okay. Let's do the photo method now. Okay. Why the fuck would Amanda? Why on earth would you feel guilty for just replying with a heart on his messages? Sometimes. For what? Sometimes people message you something that doesn't require a response. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, at least you're hearting it, not giving it a... I think he much prefers this than this. Just saying. That's right, that's right. I fucking love James. You love him, Carl. Yeah, exactly. All right. An affirmation clinic. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do for you, Shebang. I mean, obviously you don't have to do any of the other shit. Okay. But I would, I would tell him this word, the D word. You're getting a D right now. You know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Okay. So, all right. So grab your photos of you, of your SP. Yeah, he's doing it right now. And shit, I tell his that you're gonna tell his ass that twice a day, every day, until you get confirmation. Okay? Because you're a powerful bitch, especially when it comes to your man. So he'll do it real quick. And then when you see him in person, in your mind, just look at him and then say it too. His face, say it to his face. Yep. All right, we got our pictures out. Okay, so we're gonna hold the questions. Okay, circumstances don't matter. I don't give a shit. I didn't ask about your circumstances. Yeah, very good, Shanae. That's the best. And seal that shit with a kiss, bitch. Okay, so you have your pictures out. There you go. That's right. And so I want you to go back. Okay, we're going to go back since you guys love going down memory lane. We're going to go back. You can, if you want. Y'all can do that shit. Y'all can tell them whatever you want. Okay. Like, you're leaving gutter trash right now. You're leaving gutter trash right now. Absolutely. Oh man, if you actually looked at his picture and said that, man, if he ever comes back, because I told you they'll repeat your shit, okay? If he comes back and says, if he refers to her as gutter trash, man, that would be the best. Because he'd just be like, damn, did he just call her gutter trash? Okay, so let's go. See, Doodles, you're learning something. Okay, so I want you to go back in time, okay? I want you to go back into your relationship to the time when everything was fucking perfect, okay? When everything was perfect. And I want you to remember, how did he make you? This is not a visualization shit, okay? I want you to remember how he made you feel. How did he make you feel? How did he treat you? Who was he as a person for you? What are the things that you loved about this man? What are all the things that you loved about this man or woman? Do that now. Okay? Allow yourself to feel the feelings if you want to. Okay? It's okay if you cry. Doesn't matter. Okay? Because this is the person that you love. So I want you to remember that person now. That version of that person now still exists. Okay? It still exists. I'll get to you, Jasmine, after this. Okay? So now I want you to take that version of your SP. Forget who they were 30 seconds ago. The version of your SP that's perfect for you. The one that you love. You just went back in time and remembered who that version was. Well, that's the version that you're going to bring into your current reality. That's who they are for you now. Right now, that's who they are for you. Your SP is here with you now. The perfect SP is here. That version is here right now. No, I'm not. Now, they're here to stay. Your version of your perfect SP, the one that you just brought back into your current reality, is waiting for you to let them text you. Is waiting for you to let them come see you. Your SP right now is waiting for you to let them love you again. To let them be with you all over again. That's what they're waiting for right now. And you, right now, because you have your perfect version right now, are going to let them. You're going to give them permission to do all of that. To love you, to be with you, to see you, to text you. Because that version of your SP is in your current reality right now. Okay? Now, if you are new here, you're going to put on your fucking crown. If you are not new here, then your crown should already be on. Because we never take our crowns off. Not here. We don't ever take our crowns off. You wear your crown, and you wear it proudly 24/7 every single fucking day to remind yourself of who you are. Okay, so you're going to take a look at your picture of your SP. And you're going to give your command. Yeah, Jasmine, me, bitch. That's the only coach I'd recommend. Period. Anyway, you're going to give your commands to your SP. Okay? You're going to give your commands to your SP, and you are going to say, now if you're in no contact or contact, but it's not consistent contact, then you're going to affirm for contact. Okay? You're contacting me right now. You could say you're contacting me right now, you're texting me right now, you're calling me right now. It doesn't matter. Okay? So either way, you're going to command contact. So it's going to happen naturally. If they are a texter, they're going to text you. If they're a caller, they're going to call you. Doesn't fucking matter. Okay? So you're going to say, you're texting me right now. If you're alone, say it with a little bit of backbone. Say it out loud. Don't yell at their ass, but say it out loud. You know, if you're not alone, then say it in your mind. Don't look like a crazy person. Okay? And you're saying, you're texting me right now. You're texting me right now. You're texting me right now. Okay? Now, If you are in constant contact with your SP, you can choose to say that now. You can choose to say the same thing just to prove your power. Okay, because they'll do it on the spot. On top of that, if you or you could choose to move to the next step and tell them that they're coming to see you today. You're coming to see me 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 today. Okay, that's what you're going to do. Okay. Now, if you're in a relationship with your SP, then you know what you're going to do. You're going to tell them to do whatever the fuck you want to tell them to do. You're having sexy time with me tonight. You know what I'm saying? You're cooking dinner with me tonight, or you're cooking dinner for me tonight. You're bringing me dinner, whatever you want them to do. You're bringing me flowers today, whatever it is that you want them to do. Okay. You'll give that command instead. Okay. So that's it. Now, your perfect SP, the perfect version of your SP is here right now. So you right now are going to expect them and just know that they're going to text you. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Okay, your perfect SP, you just know that they're going to text you. They're going to contact you. They're going to come see you. Because why wouldn't they? So I want you right now to know. Okay, and just know and do what I said. Okay? All right. I'm off to the ladies' room, so I'm going to pause this live, but get busy, okay? Get busy. I want you to do it and just know that they're going to do exactly what you told them to do, okay? It's really that simple, all right? So give your commands and expect them to contact you. So I know you guys feel amazing. Now here's something I want you to do for 1 minute a day. Here's how I want you to use the photo method, okay? For 1 minute a day, I want you guys to commit, and I'm gonna do this, if you just texted me, I got it. Okay, I want you guys to do this thing, and of course, I'm gonna walk you through how to do it in a different way, probably on Monday, okay? And I'm gonna make a video about it so you guys can do this to everybody in your life, okay? But mainly your SP. Because it's a visualization technique I told you guys about, and I put my own spin on shit. Okay, so, but in the meantime, what I want you to do is I want you to look at their picture for 1 minute a day. I want you to say, it arrives from an old Hawaiian tradition. It's called Ho'oponopono, okay? I put my own spin on it, okay? So, and it works like a fucking charm, literally. When I walk you through it, it works like a charm, okay? But in the meantime, I want you to look at the photo every single day, and you're gonna say these 4 things. Write the shit down, okay? You're gonna say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you, I love you. In that order, okay? In that order. All right, girly pop pop. In that order, okay? I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. In that order, okay? You're gonna say it, you're gonna say that to their photo every day, okay? This is because a lot of you guys have, I teach you how to do cord cutting, okay? Energy cord cutting. Because a lot of you guys, remember, everybody is attached to your energy, okay? Which is why sometimes you'll just feel tired. Like you'll just be like, I could just sleep all fucking day. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Because everybody is attached, all of your SPs, every X in your life is attached to your energy, okay? So that's where this comes in, right? Is we wanna cut the energy connection between you and your SP, okay? And so you can start with what I told you to do, okay? Because it works. Okay, it works very fast. Okay, when I walk you through it with my whole visualization technique, you should get contact in less than 72 hours, literally. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. You can do it as often as you want, okay? When I walk you through the cord cutting, you could do it daily, but you should get a contact very, very fast. Like I told you, somebody I never talked to, yes, it is, AJ. Somebody I never talked to for fucking 8 years. Like I hadn't talked to him in 8 years. Contacted me within 72 hours. Like, hey, I was just thinking about you. I'm sure you fucking were. Because what happens, it works for everyone. Because they're all attached to your energy, okay? So, exactly. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Say that to their picture for a minute a day. You can do it as often as you want. Okay, when I walk you through it, the process I go through is a visualization technique. It works very quickly, okay? Because you have old energy with you and your SP, right? Which is why a lot of you guys have resistance. A lot of you guys can't stop thinking about the old shit over and over and over again, right? And so because of that, we cut that energy connection, right? You cut that energy connection, so now it's fresh energy, right? It's new energy. They feel a shift where all of a sudden they will think about you just on the spot. They'll just be like, you'll just like randomly pop in their mind because you have cut that energy. The old energy is now gone and now it's fresh energy. Okay, so now it's a new connection you're making with your SP. It's new, fresh energy. Okay, that is how this works. Okay, yes, exactly. It works like a charm. Okay, I mean, I think if you want to think about it this way, like saying you're apologizing to them because you created this shit. Lisa. Right? So you're apologizing for creating the fucking version of them that you don't want, right? You're saying, please forgive me for creating this bullshit, for creating the breakup, right? And then you're thanking them, for forgiving you, for being sorry, and then boom, fresh energy. And I love you, because of course you do. Boom, fresh energy. Works like a charm. I can't wait for you guys to start doing this. I don't know why I didn't think about telling you guys to do this earlier. I apologize. I can't wait for you guys to start doing this and literally be like, oh shit. Like, no contact, the man just contacted me. Like, oh my God, they're conforming, okay? Because that's quick. That's something that's really easy for you guys to do, right? And then when I walk you through the visualization part of it, it's like so fucking easy. Good organically zen skincare. I love that, right? Where basically you're imagining a cord running from your third eye to their third eye. And then you basically are imagining yourself cutting the cord, pulling out the root, right? Like a phone cord, pulling out the root, and then watching the phone cord drop and imagining them floating away until you no longer see them again, right? Like, you know, like a balloon that goes into the sky, right? And gets smaller, smaller, smaller and goes away. So I walk you through that whole exercise. It's very quick. Thanks, I'm Kitty girl. It's really quick for you to do, okay? And then, if you just send me a text, I'll send you the form, okay? So that's really something quick for you guys to do, but also to get you guys quick results, right? To see movement quickly, because then you'll be like, oh shit, okay, I got this. Now it's fresh energy, new energy, and now they're fucking good to go. So now you start over, right? No need to talk about the past for what? It's fresh energy. Okay. Now, of course, you can do this with everybody in your life. You should. You should. You're not doing any of this out of spite for anyone, right? So you should all look at people in your life, like your family, and cut that energy cord, right? And you should do this like every Friday, which is why I'm going to make a video about it and walk you through it. So therefore, that's okay. That's okay, Nene. Okay, but you're going to, when you do this, it's when you do the visualization, that's why I said save the video because it helps me out, but I'm just kidding. But if you save the video, then you can do this every single week with your children, with your fucking family members, like all of that, because you want fresh energy all the fucking time, right? You want it to always be fresh energy. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Chanted it a couple times back then. Wife reached out and apologized after 5 years. Mm-hmm. There's the man who, I guess, created, if you will, Ho'oponopono. He actually did this on a prison in Hawaii. And he had never seen any of the prison inmates. Never seen any of them. But he did this on a prison. And I think they said, like, because this prison was full of very dangerous people, a very violent prison. And I think he said when he did this on the prison is their, like, fight ratio went way down, like significantly down, right? Because it's fresh energy now, right? And so I think that this is going to really, really help you guys do it. You can look it up. I don't make the shit up. Okay, but the exercise I walk you through actually is very powerful and will happen very quickly. I'm very excited. I fucking want to walk you through it now, but where's the excitement in that shit? So we'll do it on Monday, but instead you can do this now. Like, this is something you can do now to, like, we need to leverage, right? Maybe I'll make a video about that shit. On how to leverage the photo method to work for every fucking thing. But this right here, I'm telling you guys, this right here, it's going to change your life. It's going to change your life, and you're going to prove to yourself because you're going to be like, oh shit. They literally contacted me. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So 2.5 hours earlier than now. And, yeah, exactly. It is. You're not doing Ho'oponopono is not like apologizing to that person, right? I had this one fucking person was like, I'm not doing that. No. because it's not my fault. I said, I understand it's not your fucking fault, but you didn't, he didn't want to do it to his brother. And he's like, no, I'm not apologizing for shit. I was like, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. You're like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for creating this bullshit. Please forgive me for causing the breakup, right? And you're not saying, and then it's like, and then thank you for forgiving me and for accepting my apology. And then I love you because of course I love you. Duh. Right? You're doing it for yourself. Okay, fine. I'll do it tomorrow. Only because my mod suggested that. Yes, that is exactly what the command did. Mimi, look at that. Her husband just texted her. Of course, you can get your husband to do whatever you want him to do with the photo method. Literally whatever you want him to do. Okay? So that is amazing. Okay? So I really, really would recommend that you guys do this for every fucking body. For everybody. Right? Because you're doing it for yourself to have fresh energy with everybody. Right? Like I do this with my daughter every freaking Friday. I do this with my family every Friday because I need fresh energy, new vibes. And that's what keeps relationships whole. So it's like when you guys are back together with your SPs, you should still do this shit every Friday or once a week. Is cut that energy cord so your relationship stays fresh, stays, on top of its game all the fucking time because the energy between you and SP is consistently fresh energy, new energy. Okay? So that's what I would do. Man, can't believe I didn't think about this shit a long time ago. Oof. But I'll do it tomorrow. Okay? Okay. All right, and what are we telling him to stop about? What is he doing? Okay. So. Oh, okay. We'll just move forward. We should do it every Friday on the live. That's a good ass idea, Doodles. Look at you coming up with all the heat. We will. We'll do this every Friday on my live. Okay? Every Friday on my live, we will do the Ho'oponopono. But I'm telling you now that literally you will get, if you do my visualization technique, you will get contact like quickly, very quickly. And they most likely will say that, hey, I was just thinking about you. Of course you were. Why wouldn't you? Right? And that's what you want, contact. So let's do it. Okay. It is intentional and responsible. Yes, it is. I want to go to Madrid. I looked for a Madrid photo and said, Madrid, you make me happy. I don't think saying Madrid, you make me happy will work, right? You want to go to Madrid, right? So saying Madrid, you make me happy that's not gonna do shit. Okay, so it's like, if you want to go to Madrid, then it's like, you can look at a photo of Madrid if you want. That's a good one. You can look at a photo of Madrid and be like, oh, I'm coming to Madrid. I'm going to Madrid. You can literally just tell yourself that. I'm going to Madrid. If you're a visualizer, you can look at like some place in Madrid, make a photo of it, and then visualize yourself sitting there. Like, let's say there's a cute little quaint coffee shop in Madrid, or a cobblestone walk path. I've been to other countries and there's cobblestone. I don't understand how anybody fucking wears heels and walks in cobblestone. Although I will tell you, and then you can visualize yourself in Madrid, right? If you can visualize yourself in Madrid, you'll go to Madrid, okay? But I will tell you, I'm fucking ridiculous. Obviously, I'm not a golfer. I don't even understand the golf game, to be quite honest. I feel like you have to have, because I don't understand the second you hit a ball, how the hell do you even know? I tried tracking the ball. I was like, how do you even see where the hell the ball goes? Like, I have no idea. I have no idea because that shit flies in the fucking sky and it's sunny outside. And so I've tried. But the first time my boyfriend at the time, the one who called me after 8 years, he's a golfer. And he was like, yeah, you should go golfing with me and my friends. Like, you can come and watch us golf. And I was like, oh, that sounds fucking boring, but okay. Because he lived in Vegas. So I would fly to Vegas every weekend to see him. And so I was like, that sounds boring, but okay. And I always look cute everywhere I go. Duh. And so I was looking all cute. I was feeling myself. I was looking all cute in my fucking heels. Why it didn't dawn on me, and I'm talking like thin heels, why it never dawned on me that it's obviously in the grass, I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, never, like, yeah, I do love you, Patriot. Yeah, it's like, I don't understand it. But I never dawned on me that golf is all in the grass, right? So here I am trying to walk while I'm golfing. You know, while I'm trying to walk golfing and my heels just keep popping into the fucking, I ended up being the caddy driver. I was like, let me just drive the golf cart. How about that shit? Christina, I'm not a big fan of visualizers. This is law of attraction shit where they tell you visualize all the shit, right? There you go, play golf on the computer. You can track them all that way. This is why I stopped visualizing, because that's law of attraction. They teach you all the visualization techniques, and I did all the shit like for 7 months and nothing fucking worked. Or 7 or 8 months, I don't know. I didn't track it. But nothing worked. Oh yeah, Patriot, Glitter Sparkles is my admin and my mod. But nothing worked at all, okay? Ooh. Kitty Cat, what the fuck is your name? Because it's obviously not here on TikTok. So if you could let me know what the name is, then we're solid. Yes, Patriot, I am working with Patriot to manifest his wife back. I think that's fucking amazing. I think that's amazing. Molly, okay. Wait, moles? No, you're not moles. Oh, I just saw your thing. I thought I responded. Let me write that shit down. I got you, girl. I got you, girl. So what I was gonna ask is, I'm digressing here. I get off track. Oh yeah. Okay, so you've been doing things for months. Okay, visualizing, the reason why I don't find it works is because, well, one, they're just teaching you to visualize shit, right? Like, visualize gutter trash floating into the fucking wind. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, like she turns black and white, like an old photo, and then drifts off into the wind. Well, that shit never worked, right? And I'm impatient. So I was going to sit there. I was like, fuck it. Okay, well, that's not working because she's not in the wind. Yeah. So what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Amanda, send me a text and just say manifest for me so I can send, and say need the form, and I'll send you the form. I don't know why it's not sending the form. Oh, I didn't do the email. That's probably why. Oh, I'll fix that. Probably today. But anyway, so visualizing didn't work. I don't think it works effective because okay, same shit, Angela girl. Okay, because the problem with that is they're telling you just to visualize the outcome. Visualize you being married. I mean, I've done all the shit, right? Like, you're in a magical pool of water in the forest and out comes your SP from the grass. Like from the bushes. And you're swirling in the water of love. Like all that stupid shit, right? But the problem is, no, Flash, you're good. But the problem, well, actually, I think I am going to have you all fill out the form so I can organize, just for myself. It's not like I ask you a gang of shit, but just so I can organize myself. I ask you like 3 whole ass questions. But because you're not seeing your SP, okay, as the version you want him to be for you, okay? So unless you're laying on the couch, here's the problem with visualizing. Unless you're laying on the couch all day long, visualizing all fucking day long, visualizing all day, that shit doesn't work because what are you doing the rest of your day, right? So you're spending 15 minutes visualizing. Then what? Then you're going about your day with the same shitty thoughts you had before, right? That's why it doesn't work, okay? Because that's what hey, Rudy Dance Company, I'm messaging you today. I already have it saved. Okay, but that's why the shit doesn't work, okay? It doesn't work at all. Because you're, again, what are you doing the rest of the day, right? So it's like, and they don't tell you that shit. They don't tell you that. They're just like, happy Saturday to you too, bitch. They just tell you to visualize, do the technique, just do the technique. Oh, got it, Amanda? Okay, they just tell you to do that. You know what I'm saying? And, but that's the problem. What's manifesting is your fucking thoughts, right? Because look at it this way. Did you have to visualize your breakup? Did you lay down and put on a meditation and just close your eyes and imagine him breaking your fucking heart? I don't think so. So you don't have to visualize to get him back, right? You don't have to do any of that because that's what they don't tell you is that you need to control your fucking thoughts, right? You need to control your thoughts. Okay, and that's why visualizing isn't working is you're doing your visualization, which is great, but you're still seeing SP as not the perfect SP for you, and you're still not controlling your thoughts. So you're letting your thoughts run on autopilot all day long, which are going against what you're visualizing for 15 whole ass minutes. That doesn't work, right? That's why I gotta make a video about that shit. But that's why law of attraction is bullshit. That's why law of attraction is bullshit. And but unfortunately, because that's the secret doesn't help, okay, with that. But that's how everybody comes into manifestation is through law of attraction. And law of attraction is bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Okay, so you'll see things in their comments, which I think are clickbaited. To be quite honest, I think they're bought and paid for. But people will be like, got a text. Not one person says, got my SP back. None of them say that shit. Okay. And if they do say anything, it's very generic text, which it's a very generic comment, which tells me that they're not authentic comments. But what they'll do is they'll pay, because there's services out there where you can pay to get followers, you can pay to get subscribers, you can pay to get comments too. And you can pay for likes. I won't do any of that shit. But that's how they do that, because that's why they do that. They do that because now all of a sudden, because YouTube, the way algorithms work on all social platforms is the more engagement you get on your videos, the more they push it out to a wider audience. Okay, so and I noticed this with TikTok. If my videos the second a video gets 10,000 views, oh shit. All of a sudden it starts going way up because TikTok is like, well, this is a very relevant video. People like it because it's got 10,000 views, push it out. And so it pushes it out to a much bigger audience. So same with YouTube. That's why they buy the comments, because now they're like, oh, well, clearly this is a very engaging video, push it out. So now they're pushing out bullshit trash advice because they're beating the system. That's all that is. That's literally all that is. But I refuse to do that. I won't do that. So if I only get 2 comments on my video, I'm totally fine with that. Because I'm not going to buy them. That's fucking stupid. Maybe I should buy them so I can push out beyond law of attraction. So that's right. Law of assumption is where it's at. But leveraging the law of assumption is even better. And that's what I teach. In case you are new here, I, of course, am your manifestation bestie. I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. I don't parrot Neville Goddard. I don't parrot the law of assumption. I teach you how to leverage, okay? Because that's what it's all about. So that's how you get what you want, and you get it when you want it. I don't come on here and give you unrealistic advice. I only give you realistic advice, and I only talk about things that I know work because I've done it myself. I manifested my ISP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks. So I'm here to help you all do the same. Okay. If you're not following me yet, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for. Go ahead. I'll wait. Follow. Okay. Also, if you're tired of burning the midnight oil and you want me to manifest your SP back for you, then I do offer that service now as well to manifest your SP back lightning speed. I'm very good at it because I have no resistance to your SPs. So I get them to conform for you quickly. Okay. And then also, if you are interested in doing it yourself and you want to figure out where you're going wrong so that you can get it right, I do offer one-on-one coaching where you can work, and tech support coaching. I do offer tech support coaching as well so that you can go ahead and get it right in tight. Okay. I know exactly what the problem is. We fix the problem. I create a plan. We recreate your SP on the spot. I give you your affirmations. We create a plan and you're off to the races. Okay. Also, I have a free WhatsApp community. Go ahead and join that. Today we are going to be doing, what did Doodles call it? The affirmations workshop, where I'm going to ask you guys to drop your affirmations and I'm going to reword them. Or maybe we'll start a group for that in the community, right? Where I'm going to reword your affirmations for you. Okay. Because that's where a lot of you guys go wrong. And then of course you can reword them, but take my baseline. Okay. And stick with them, right? But you can reword them, but just follow the baseline of what I said, okay? And then also, I go live here on TikTok every day, 10 o'clock Pacific time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And if you ever miss a live, don't trip. I upload them every day on the tube of you. So while you're there, subscribe to my channel and watch my long ass replays. Play them, I don't care, mute the volume. I don't give a shit. Help me get my watch hours up. Because the second I get my watch hours up, I'm almost there. But the second I get them up, then YouTube will push my videos out to a much wider audience, which is the whole purpose, right? I want people to understand that they've been misled in the manifestation community for far fucking too long. And I'm quite honestly sick and tired of it. So there's that part. And yeah, to the rare. Oh, all links are in my bio. Thank you very much. Okay, now, what up, bro? What up, brah? I still love it. I still love your name, even though I know you're a girl. What do we need to do on our end for you to manifest for us? Okay, Kelly, so I have a whole explainer video that I put up, but basically on your end, well, thanks, Rebu. On your end, all you have to do is persist in perfect boyfriend. Okay. Yeah, I say persist in your affirmations too, like duh, right? Because we need to get really good at flipping our thoughts. That's the only reason you need to do that, because I'll bring them to your door. You have to keep them. Okay. And the only way you're going to keep them is by learning how to discipline your mind, not reacting in your thoughts anymore. So we have to start now and continue to discipline our mind, not react in our thoughts, to control our thoughts and only focus on what we want, and then visualize your SP. Or not visualize, persist in perfect boyfriend. That's it. That's all you have to do. And and the most important thing you have to do is just know. It's done. It's just done. It's a wrappy. Right? You don't need to obsess your affirmations. Really, you don't even have to affirm like that if I manifest for you, but you do need to flip your thoughts. If it goes against what you want, if it goes against perfect boyfriend, you do need to persist in perfect boyfriend. Because when they come back around, I can't control how they come back around. Okay. I can't control that they're going to come back around as your perfect SP. You know what that version is. Okay. So when they come back, you may get hot and cold behavior at first. This is why you have to get good at conditioning yourself to only select perfect boyfriend. So when they're giving you cold behavior, you're selecting perfect boyfriend. Nope, perfect boyfriend. Come on back, perfect boyfriend. Right? And so therefore, you keep that version. So therefore, that version is what shows up. Okay? Because if you're selecting perfect boyfriend and you're going around in your thoughts throughout the day saying, yeah, no, he's my perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. He's my perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. Right? Then how do you think he's going to come back? What version do you think you're going to get when he comes back? Perfect boyfriend, right? Because that's the version you're selecting. Okay, now if you're going to drop it all and just continue to select asshole version, well, how do you think he's going to come back? As an asshole. We don't want that. Not at all. I plan to travel around the world to weddings, okay? Not fucking to go get some beat downs. Because you guys all fuck it up. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, do you only affirm them being ideal boyfriend or also you being ideal girlfriend for self-concept? Good question, Min. Okay, well, yes, you do need to see them as perfect boyfriend, okay? But you should, if you need help with that, you should see yourself as perfect girlfriend, right? You don't have to have them, you're not affirming for them to see you that way. They will automatically see you that way. But you just tell yourself, like, no, I'm the perfect girlfriend. I literally am the perfect girlfriend. Because that's exactly how you'll be perceived, right? So for me, I've always said that. I've always felt that way because I firmly believe that shit. Like, I am the perfect girlfriend. I know exactly how to treat a man. I do. And I'm not about the fucking drama life at all. I don't do drama in my life. I love to watch other people's drama, but I don't do my own drama at all. Like, I run a very peaceful household. I live a very peaceful life. And so because of that, I know that about me, and that's what everybody loves. I also do believe that I also do know that everybody loves me. Like, all families love me, right? So every time I've ever been introduced by my boyfriends to their family, to their parents, they all fucking love me, because that's an assumption that I have. Like, and I even will verbalize that. I'm like, everyone loves me. Every time I'm in families, they love me. And it's true every fucking time. Every time. There's not one single family that of an SP I've ever dated in my life that didn't like me. Right? But that's because, or love me and think I was the best thing since sliced bread for their son. Why? Because that's what I believe. Right? That's what I told myself. And it proves right over and over and over again. It proves right. And then the more it proves right, the more that's an assumption of yours. So therefore, that's what I would do, if that makes sense, is see yourself as the perfect girlfriend. Tell yourself that I'm the perfect girlfriend, period. I am. And he will see you as that. He will literally see you as the perfect girlfriend, because that's how you see yourself. However you see yourself, he will see you that way too. Okay, so, because yeah, everybody does. Like, all family, I have not had a single family member that I've ever met that didn't like me. Every one of them loves me. Because I'm that bitch. Let's be honest. So, it's easy peasy. Exactly. That's a very well said, Terry. That's very well said. A queen doesn't need to convince people she's the queen. You're right. I just know I am. And so because of that, they know I am too. And they treat you like that. You know what I'm saying? And they will always treat you how you see yourself. Okay? So you guys should not be walking around seeing yourself as less than perfect. No, I'm fucking perfection. I'm literally perfection. Because what the fuck is perfection, right? There's no like cookie cutter rule where you're like, well, excuse me, where is the perfection here? On what level scale? No. Perfection is subjective, right? Perfection is subjective, just like self-concept is also subjective. Okay, so the more you're sitting there saying things, you have to understand that. No, I never fight with my boyfriend. Never, Paige. Because for what? No, I'm never going to say we don't have a disagreement. We do. But I don't ever argue for fucking what? I tell you guys, I tell you guys everything that I do, because learn, right? Learn is, what is there to fucking argue about? I don't ever have to argue. I don't ever have to argue, because for what? I don't need to prove my goddamn point to you. For what? Who are you that I literally, and I don't give a fuck who you are. Who the hell are you that I have to prove my point to you? I don't have to. I'm always fucking right. I literally say that on these lives, right? I'm always right. So I don't need to prove shit. So you have he can have an argument, right? We can have a disagreement and he'll say his piece. This is why we get along so well, right? This is why we get along so well. And that's one of the things he loves about me, because I don't need to argue. He can say whatever he wants to say. And my response is always the same, that I tell you guys, okay, I understand. But in here, it ain't saying that. In here, he's in love with me. He wants to marry me. He's in love with me. He wants to marry me. He's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. He's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. That's all I do. That's literally all I have to do. Right? Because he'll walk away. Right? He'll say his piece, whatever. We may talk about it for a minute or two, and then he'll walk away. If he's upset, like if he's mad, he'll actually walk away and go for a walk, or he'll go for a drive. And then he'll come back 10 minutes later, like nothing happened. Because we we don't need to fucking argue. We don't need to fucking fight. For what? For what? I don't fight with anybody. You think I want to give you that energy? I don't fucking think so. Never. You think I'm going to give you that satisfaction of getting under my skin? I don't think so. I mean, I have a good poker face when it comes to relationships. I do not have a good poker face when it comes to card games, though. If I have a good hand, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't. This is why we never have any problems. This is why we never have any problems, because I don't need to do that shit. Exactly what I said. He'll literally say his piece. He could be pissed off too. Sometimes, usually, he's never mad at me. Okay? And most of our arguments, literally, honestly, our disagreements, never have anything to fucking do with. I mean, well, it has to do with me, but it's never about us. And so, but even if it was, like, even if I did something that he didn't like or whatever, see, I'm mature. It's called being an adult, okay? I'm mature. So I'm not always going to see my side only. You know, if you would actually take a step back out of your own fucking head and take a step back and be like, let's assess, let's actually listen to what he's saying, you'll find there's actually validity in what they're saying. Everyone has a point of view. If you would take the time to shut the fuck up, listen to his point of view, and assess, you might actually realize that he has a point of view. That like, oh, that's actually, I can see where you're coming from, right? Oftentimes that's what you'll do, is if you would shut up, and so you guys don't even give it an option to sit there and even think about what the fuck they're saying. You just like clap, 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 clap. They can't even get a fucking word in, right? But if you would just shut up, listen with your listening ears to what they're saying, actually listen, not listen to respond. Listening and listening to respond are two totally different things, by the way. Okay, because you're not actually listening. In here, you're formulating your response already. Okay, but if you would actually listen to them, yeah, they actually will have a point of view. They will actually have what they will say. You'll actually get where they're coming from most of the time. You will. You don't have to think they're right. But if you actually took a step back and acted like an adult, you would actually see that they had a point of view where you'd be like, I can see where he sees that. I can see where he's coming from. And then end of discussion. There's nothing to fucking argue about. Because that's the only reason there's an argument, is because you don't agree. Because you never took a step back to ever sit there and be like, let's see, what does he have to say? Is there actually validity to what he's saying? Oftentimes there is. Oftentimes there is. More than often there is. So that's what we do. Sometimes I'll have an issue, but I don't need to fucking argue with him about it. I don't actually, I never do. I don't even have to bring shit up. Because in here, I correct it. What you got to bring it up for? I don't have to bring shit up, ever. It's always usually him saying something to me, right? It's never me saying something to him, because I know what I know. So I don't need to say shit to him. In here, I change it. So you'll notice that too. Now that you're disciplining your mind, you guys will notice that when your SP conforms and you're back together quickly, you'll notice that now all of a sudden, he's the only one that verbally communicates issues, not you. Because you're equipped now. You're fucking equipped now. I don't like that. I'm not liking your attitude right now. I don't need to tell you that. But in here, no. He's the perfect boyfriend. He's literally the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. Perfect boyfriend, best relationship. Yeah. What attitude? He's perfect. He loves me so much. In here, And then attitude gone. See what I'm saying? Attitude gone. There's no need to verbalize the shit. Like, you know what? You need to communicate better. In here, he tells me everything. He's the best communicator. He literally tells me everything. And then he now tells you everything. So there's no need to communicate verbally shit other than good crap, right? But any issues you have, you'll notice this now moving forward is it all takes place here. You can change anything if you do it here, not here. Sure, Paige, I can manifest anything you fucking want. It seems a little petty to manifest just him inviting you out with him. But sure. In fact, your boyfriend is going to invite you out with him today. Job done. All right. So, we're having chicken wings for dinner, so I do have to go and break them up. You know, I actually find that therapeutic. Have you ever found breaking up chicken? I don't find killing a chicken therapeutic. But I will tell you, though, let's be honest, it tastes better. But I don't do that, okay? I actually buy chicken already defeathered and everything. But we buy the wings that are like the drumstick and the wing. Well, full. Do you guys know, as a fun fact, before I bitch at you, do you guys know that you are getting ripped off every time you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop or any chicken place that sells wings? Do you know you're getting ripped off? Because they're technically only selling you half the fucking wing. Right? Have you ever thought about that? Like, you're literally going and paying, and they're fucking expensive too. But you're literally, and you're not even fucking hungry, and you're not even full after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're only selling you half the fucking wing. That's rude, right? They'll make $1.50 wing Wednesday. I'm paying $1.50 for half of a chicken wing when I can go to my local Ralph's, which is Kroger everywhere. I don't know why. It's Kroger everywhere else except for California. It's Ralph's. But whenever you go to Kroger, man, I love Kroger. That's my favorite place to go. Yeah, we make our own wings. They now have their own thing where they sell you like a whole tray of wings. It's like $10. And you get like 22 wings out of that bitch. Yeah. So I like to cut them up. I find it very therapeutic to be like, that's what you all should do. Anytime you're mad at your SP, honey, it's wing night tonight. Just saying. Man, I'm dropping you guys wisdom. If you guys think you're only coming here to manifest your SPs back, no. You're learning how to control your anger. You're learning how to not fucking argue. Right? What arguing? In here, you do everything. Somebody asked if my boyfriend is consciously manifesting. No, actually, he doesn't believe in it. He doesn't believe in it, actually. He tells me that. He's like, I don't believe in it. He goes, I don't believe in what you teach. I was like, I don't need to convince you. In fact, I have zero desire to convince him about what I teach is real. For what? I told you guys, I'm petty. So I'm perfectly fine. I am absolutely perfectly fine letting people keep their assumptions if it benefits me. And you guys should be absolutely fine letting people keep their assumptions if it benefits you. Literally. Like I could help people. Like, okay, so when I was going through this whole thing of manifesting my SP back, right? I literally could have helped with changing certain assumptions of his, but for what? If it benefits me. I don't need to change his assumption. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? So same with you guys, because you guys are the ultimate power, right? You guys are in control. Thanks, MKD girl. I know. It's the best. Because I'm like, you shouldn't believe in it. He's like, so you're telling me. And he's like, so it's basically you're getting people to believe in themselves. Yes. I mean, it's partly true. Yes. He's like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that's the best part. That's the best part is you have to look at people's assumptions that they have. And if it benefits you to allow them to keep that assumption, why not? Why not? If he wants to tell me that I have him under a spell, okay. Well, I guess you're not going anywhere since I have you under my spell. I'm just kidding. He never said that, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, why not? You should let people keep their assumptions if it benefits you instead of talking them through it. No, I don't need to do that at all. And when they all say that they don't need to manifest, I'm like, you're right. You shouldn't. That's what I'm telling you guys. You guys have to take a look at my reality and let it inspire you that you ain't got shit to worry about. Because everybody in my reality knows what I do. Every single one of them. Okay? Even former gutter trash. They all know what I do. And they don't believe in it. Good. But even if they did, it doesn't matter. It's my reality. And I play to win. And I'm very good at what I do. So no one has a fighting chance in my reality to out-manifest me. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, absolutely. My intention is that like every one of you has your SP. You have to let them in. I've told you so many times that every one of you have your SP. They're just waiting for you to let them back home. They're waiting for you to let them contact you. They're waiting for you to let them unblock you. They're waiting for you to let them come see you. They're waiting for you to let them be with you. They're waiting for you to let them fucking love you right now. Absolutely, right now. It's always my intention that every fucking one of you manifest your SPs back. That's why I go live every day. That's why I go live every day and hang out with you guys for a sick amount of time. Because I'm here to help you, keep you in check. If I literally, like, because I do have to go in a couple minutes because I got to go cut my wings. So he can marinate them. He does all the work. I just have to cut it. But that's always my intention for you, is that you guys get the fuck out of your own way. Get out of your own way. So if I have to go live on here 7 days a week and hang out with you for at least 3 hours, then that's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to take time away from me and my boyfriend so that I can help you. And he knows this about me. He knows this. He's like, every day, he's like, are you going live today? Yes, I am. And he knows this, okay? Because I'm here to help you. I love you, MKD. And I can't get you out of your own fucking way, out of your own goddamn head. You have, this is where discipline comes in. You have to discipline yourself. You have to take control instead of giving control away to every fucking body. You're giving your power away every time. And I want you to remember this. Every time you listen to a goddamn thing they tell you that isn't what you want to hear, you gave your power away. Every time you think about them in a way that you don't want them to be for you, you've given your power away. Every time you have a negative thought about your SP, you're giving your power away. Every fucking time. So you ask yourself for the next 24 hours, pay attention to what you're saying and what you're thinking. And you ask yourself how many times, you keep tally, I don't give a shit. Find out how many times you have given your power away in the last 24 hours. How many times are you giving your power away every single fucking day to everybody? In your reality. Every time you let them dictate shit, every time you listen to what they say, every time you allow them to control your fucking thoughts. No, because every time you think negatively about your SP, guess what you're doing? You're letting them control your thoughts. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So every time you look at them in a version that isn't in alignment with who you want them to be, you're giving your power away. Why are you doing that? Stop doing that. And you're going to stop doing that shit right now. You're going to no longer give your fucking power away to anybody or anything. The power is you. Only you can change them. Only you can persist in what it is that you want. Only you can be the best version of yourself. Nobody controls your self-concept except for you, unless you allow them to. Why are you allowing people to do that to you? Why are you allowing people to tell you about yourself? Unless it's what I want to hear, I don't fucking think so. You ain't telling me shit about myself. You can try. People try. But you think I give a shit what anybody says? No, I don't give a shit. And you need to have that attitude. You need to have that attitude where I don't give a shit. I get what I want and I get it when I want it. And I want this now. So you know what? I'm going to go get it now. If all I got to do is discipline my mind, check every thought that comes through my fucking head and only see him as the perfect boyfriend. If that's all I got to do, that's not a lot of work. If that's all I have to do, well then shit. Shit's in the bag, baby. The shit is in the bag. My honey is coming home and he's coming home real quick because I'm going to discipline myself. I'm bunkering down and I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm putting all my money on red. I don't mean on red messages. I mean the color, bitch. Okay? Or black, whatever you fucking want. That's what you need to do. Look at that. You see that right there? Right there. Confirmation today, the gutter trash has left the building. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. That's all it takes. I know how to eliminate gutter trash real fucking quick. And I tell you guys, let this be an exact example of what Rooted Dance Co. said. You are in control. You don't ever need to seek confirmation. There is nothing to fucking check because you will automatically get the confirmation. You will automatically get the confirmation. There's nothing to seek. You will get it automatically. You will know your manifestation's working. You will know if you've been disciplining your mind. You will know all of this because they will confirm every fucking thing. Everything. The second they come back, they will confirm it all. Everything that you questioned the entire fucking time, you did nothing but question shit all fucking day long, the whole time, and had no idea that you were going down a mental spiral when you had no idea what was going on behind the fucking scenes. I tell you this. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. So why are you questioning every fucking thing? Like you're a goddamn genie in a bottle. Stop that shit. And if you want to be a genie in a bottle, then go get your shit. Rub that fucking lamp and go get your shit. Stop being an investigator looking for the worst in things. Stop doing that. Get a grip. You need to get a grip and go all in. Decide right now. I want you to decide right now that you're going all in. I'm going all in on my SP, period. And you know what? I will not stop and I will persist until this motherfucker conforms exactly how I want them to be. I will not settle for less. And I will keep going and I will keep going until he is exactly how I want them to be, period. Because this is my reality. I'm in control and I'm never going to give it away ever again. And neither are you. Stop giving away your control. Stop giving away your power. Stop taking that fucking crown off your head. Do you understand? Glue that bitch on. Put some cement glue on that bad boy and fucking tape that shit around so that crown never comes off. Ever comes off. You wear it proudly. This is your fucking reality. We are here to set the tone. The presidents let people know. I'm so sorry. If you thought you had a fucking choice, not in my shit. Nice try. Try again. I don't fucking think so. No. Never. And they must conform. This is not an option. This is where you guys question shit. No. This is not a choice that they're making. This is not a question. There's nothing to fucking question. This is a fact. They must conform. They don't have a choice. They are conforming 24/7. So if they're not who you want them to be for you right now, that is all you. They're always conforming. They're conforming all the time. They're always confirming everything too. So if you're not saying shit, guess what? They're confirming that you're doing nothing but wavering, seeing bad version of SP, and not being consistent in your thoughts. That's what they're confirming if you haven't seen a goddamn thing move. And that's bullshit. So what are you waiting for? What the fuck are you waiting for? So many of you guys have been trying shit out for months and months and months. What are you waiting for? I dropped the stupid shit because I was all done waiting. Fuck that, I'm done. I'm impatient. And I know you're impatient. Lisa certainly is impatient. Therefore, she's getting her shit. And she's going to get it quickly because she's relentless. That girl is relentless. She is damn near, she's very impatient, just like I am. Get impatient with your SPs. Get very impatient. Say, who the fuck do you think you are? Not conforming to who I want you to be. I don't think so, bitch. I don't think so. So I'm going all in. I will not waver. For 72 hours, I will not waver. I will not waver. I will stay the plan. I will stay the course, and I will persist. And you know what? If you'll fucking do that and act like a goddamn adult, that's all this is why don't you try growing up? How about that? Problem solved. If you would act like an adult, then you know what? You'll have it. You'll have it. And Brahma, shut the fuck up. Shut up. What are you talking about? You don't want to be impatient. What if the universe otherwise delays my manifestation? The universe ain't bringing you shit. The universe isn't bringing you shit. The universe does not decide like it's Santa Claus whether you get your shit or not. Like, well, you know, you've been a good fucking boy this year, so we'll give you your shit. Oh, but you on the other hand, nah, bitch. You've been a sinner for the past couple months, so you don't get your shit. In fact, we're going to delay it. How about that? No, the only person that's delaying shit is you. Is you. Manifestation is instant. Confirmation is instant. When you fucking persist, it shows up. It doesn't have a choice. Do you understand? Jesus. Guys, pisses me off. And then every time I'll be like whole ass in the middle of the rant and somebody will say some stupid shit. Like you. Today it was you, Brahma. The universe ain't bringing you shit. You are the only delay. That's it. You're the only delay. So, I know you did. I saw your shit, Lisa. I was like, shit. You make me laugh. No, you're good. You're good. Brahma, that's why I like you. Okay? But this is how you're going to get your shit. Stop delaying things. Stop being the reason why you either manifest your SP back or you fucking don't. Because the only reason you won't get your SP back is because of you. That's the only reason why. So I want you to remind yourself every fucking day, remind yourself that they're waiting for me. They're waiting to come home. If you're married, they're waiting to come home. They're waiting to be a family again. I need to let them. I need to give them that permission to contact me. I need to give them that permission to reach out to me, to want to be with me, to want to take me on trips, to want to spend time with me. I need to give them that permission because they're waiting. Remind yourself that every fucking day, that they're waiting on you. So when are you going to get a grip and let them do exactly what they're waiting on you to do? They're waiting for you to let them do everything that you've wanted. So now is the time for you to let them do it. Now is the time. Exactly. They're waiting for the queen. So put on your crown and give your commands. Exactly. You're all queens. They're waiting on you. So let them do it. Right now, you're insisting on not letting them do it, even though you want them to do the opposite. You can't do that. No more. Okay? Do you understand? I know you do. Now, I love all of you because they're fucking stupid. I would never follow any law of attraction person ever. Ever. And you need to, and even like there's certain people that I really love, that I really actually respect in the manifestation community and I listen to. But I don't always agree with them. There was a video made yesterday. I greatly respect her, but I also respectfully, completely disagree with what she said. Because it doesn't make any sense, from a logical perspective. And so because of that, I'll let you know. I'll let you know all day long. If you're ever told by any other person anything, drop the comment. Let me know what the fuck they said. I'll let you know if they're right or they're wrong. I don't need to lie. I don't need to hold shit back and be like, no, they're all liars. Just so you follow me. I don't need to do that shit. If they're right, they're right. If they have a good point, they have a good point. And if they're wrong, I'll be the first person to fucking tell you that shit makes no goddamn sense. Okay? All right. I love all you. Paige, don't fuck with me. It's fight night, actually, so I can't go live tonight. So, I'm making chicken wings, but possibly tomorrow. Who knows? I am live every day, Kimberly. I shut down my life for you guys because I love you all so much. So, I will be on here tomorrow as well to keep you in check because I have to come on here 7 days a week, and that's why my boyfriend, that's one of the things he loves about me. Is that I want to help you, okay? And nothing brings me more joy. All right, guys. I love you, and I will. It's fight night, and I really don't give a shit about all that crap. But I'll be sending you guys texts. And I realized I don't know why it never dawned on me to put the fucking earbuds in my ear, right? And I can listen to your voices, but then just respond by written text because I'll be with my boyfriend. You know what I mean? All right, I love you guys. I love you, Diamond. I love you, Marcel and Brahma, and all of you. Love you.